and then put you in the box or whatever.
Yeah.
Like delegation, like my squad always tell me. So it definitely is something like, that could help you. So you can focus on the major thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm focused on being more vocal about it. That way someone's just like, oh, I do that. And it's like, okay. Because, in the beginning, that's how it was with the media team. Like I had 3 photographers, you know what I'm saying? I had FM Photo, I had Zay Dizzy, and then we had Fabian, sometimes Jans, you know what I'm saying? So it was rotating. I always had video and I always had picture. You know what I'm saying? Now I have Justin Patron and now I have Jockzilla. So it's like,
shout out to all them people.
Shout out to them.
Where, what we're going to do now is just kind of like, just let everybody know, like, I'm creating like an enterprise, like an entertainment company, which I already have.
A conglomerate.
But, like, because I didn't present it that way and let the people know that there's equity what we have going on. But for me to be able to do that, I have to kind of like look within myself and be like, hey, okay, I'm not just like doing this right here, but I'm doing everything. Like everything. I want people to kind of like use me to like better themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're useless, then like what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you got. What is it? You're just as strong as everybody else on the team. So
yeah,
if everybody else is strong, then everybody is like, bro. If I profit, if you profit, he profit, she profit, we profit.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody eat.
Period. Yeah.
Facts.
But yeah, that delegation shit is real. So doing that and working on not micromanaging.
Not pointing no eyes.
You learn to kind of like feed into other people's strong points.
Yeah.
Because not everybody does the same shit or is good at the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I know this person's good at media. I know this person's good at videos. I know you're extremely good at photos at night. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you just kind of like, you could set it, and why try to make everybody, thin everybody out into things that they're not strong in, and it kind of better, it's better for everybody. It really is better for everybody. I like that about you, though. The fact, when we went to that listening party, that was something we talked about like after that. First of all, thank you and appreciate you, man, for inviting us to that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We all said, man, like, this nigga thought about everything, bro. Right? Like, I was like, yo, this man, like, they're like, if you really think about it, bro, like, bro, there was a point in time I remember because we was all faded. We was good. It was the vibes was there, bro. That's the thing too. Like, I'm cool. Like, I speak to everybody, but I'm really like low key, like an introvert, right? I don't like fucking with too many people. But
this nigga's an outgoing introvert,
but I am an outgoing.
You believe that?
No.
But you get what I'm saying? You get along with everybody, but realistically, you don't open up to everybody, right?
Yeah,
okay.
So, but when you're like that, you observe a lot. You watch and you look at everything. So I'm like, damn, there was a point in time we was all sitting on the floor and we just all looked up and we're like, bro, these fucking vines.
Yeah, the
pink
blossom.
Like the pink blossoms and orchids coming down, bro. Like this dude really like set the vibe and the atmosphere. Like just to even think about something as simple as that changed that whole like vibe. You know what I mean? And then I said, and then my boy had the caters, and then bro, this man brought Coppertail, and then like you thought about everything, and even with the DJ, you know what I'm saying? Because it's important to have a good DJ.
That DJ was fire.
The DJ was setting, bro, like everything. You know what I'm saying?
DMC. Yep.
Yeah.
So
DMC,
it was a super dope event, bro, and I like that. Like you know what I'm saying? But he was like, bro, the pink beer, and everybody's like, yo, like who thinks of shit like that? Right. Like that to me is like innovator shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know what I mean? And when you think of yourself as an innovator, bro, and you push you know what I'm saying? Like you push beyond what the norm is, that's what gains like noticeable notoriety in terms of, you know, this is somebody to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't fall in. To me, I know what you're saying, where you're saying that I didn't want to fall into this box.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know that I'm all this. So to me, there was never a box. Like when everything you were doing, I'm like, bro, like he not in a box. he everywhere.
Right. And when you said that, about putting him in the box, when I first got introduced to your music, and the box was nowhere near you.
Yeah,
To me, it was like,
you there.
Okay, we talked about it in the first interview. Like I heard different artists from you, different flavors. Drake, and I heard this and that, Wayne. There was no box, dog. Like for people to put you in the box is like wow to me. Because, just look at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no box for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that just...
Not many people
but
can put a
sometimes
mask.
it's like, I think people are just so used to especially in Florida, a certain kind of artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Florida rap.
Or certain
It
sound.
has a lane,
certain
right?
style.
Certain
Yeah.
sound.
It has a
Certain
certain
sound.
like, okay,
A vibe.
this line as a Florida artist. So when you tweak that line and you moving up and it tweaks up, it's like, okay, well, what is this and what box do we put this in?
Yeah, yeah.
When there shouldn't be no box. It shouldn't be a box at all for artists like you. And, you know, like you're just your artistry is like an instrument within itself. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's
Like,
how I
you know
look
what I'm
at it
saying?
as well,
Right,
too.
right.
Yeah.
So I think in my mind, we need more of that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
guy that's picky when it comes to hip hop. And, you know, because I love this culture. You know what I'm saying? I love this hip hop. This is what this, that, and the other started. You know what I'm saying? You got the GOAT behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when I hear artists like such as yourself, you know,
Now he's the GOAT. It was Jay-Z not too long ago.
no, it's
Punk ass.
it's
Oh, here we go.
yeah. No, it's Biggie and Pop and then the rest.
See, nah,
Yeah.
I take
Let
that.
that be
I
known.
take that.
Let that be
that.
clear right now.
Hey, my nephew finna look. Episode 97, Theo. You said that Hove was the GOAT of all time.
Remember when you said that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But no,
Yeah,
my
so-
bad. I was telling Lou after listening to your project, I was like, anytime I've listened to your music, no two songs sound the
alike.
same. It'll either the beat will sound different or it'll sound like a completely different genre.
Shout out, Corey.
And my question
Shout
to
out,
you
bro.
was, as an artist, whether new or in the game, is it easier to be more
Change.
fluid, to like embrace other genres, or you know, if you know you have your niche, should you just stay there? Like, which avenue that like gets you farther?
So, what I've noticed in the industry now is like niche. But the thing about niche is just like, if everybody knew this bathroom had a bidet and they love bidets, it would be all full. You know what I'm saying? Because people who never had a bidet before is going to want to go there.
They had
People that know
curiosity.
what a-
Yeah,
what a bidet-
curiosity.
Yeah, and people who know what a bidet is are going to run into it. So it's going to get full.
Right.
But like, I think the gift that God has given us is the gift of creativity and choice. Right?
Facts.
So I'm gonna move according to like where I'm at in my life. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So if I'm like listening to like Shaka Khan and a bunch of 80s music and stuff like that, that's what I'm gonna portray. You know what I mean? If I'm like hardcore hip hop, I'm hearing a bunch of 90s, then that's what I'm gonna portray. So I want to let people know that like the end of the day it's always been about the music. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you want to categorize it, I think when you categorize, that's more for like charts and stuff like that.
Okay.
And for me, I want to be able to just build a community from the people that like the stuff that I like. Because once you kind of play that whole chart game, then you got to go against individuals that could beat you in that game because they have more money than you. Then now you got to go against AI. If AI knows what genre is going to make, it can make it and that's it. But AI can't replicate my voice. So if I want to do my voice and go on an Indian beat, or if I want to go on a
Afro
beat
beats.
or Afro beats, it's like
Them
I
be
could
sly.
be able to kind of like
Tough.
go in and out with it. So that's really it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want my daughter to feel like, oh well, we have to make this kind of music. 'Cause that's what we're going to win. It's like, no, it's always
Gotcha.
been about building your community, building your fan base, and then finding like-minded people like that, and then grow
Feeding
from
them.
there.
Yeah,
from
feeding
that.
them.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what I
because they're
mean?
the ones that feed you. So why not feed that?
And I feel like I was in a point in time I was losing that because everyone was just like, let's go for the gusto, let's go for the gusto. But then that gusto in that area, you don't know how, like, what works for somebody is not always gonna work for you.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean? And like the streams in Nigeria, right? Yeah, you can do a million, billion, trillion Nigeria, but if you even do half of that in Switzerland, you make more
Yeah.
automatically.
Yeah, market.
So it's like why am I going to pigeonhole myself just so that you can recognize me more? No, you should recognize me as being a creator and being an artist, because that's what this whole thing's about. I've always fought for the artists, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From having people who do art at my shows, or having people who like I'm wearing cowboy
Yeah,
jacket,
yeah.
I'm wearing Zero apparel. It's like I've always been about that, because the creativity is what's going to expand your mind. You know what I'm saying? We live in the world today where they don't want you to think freely. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have AI. They don't want you to be like how you develop a business plan and you do your own research. They're like, nah.
Critical
I have to-
thinking.
And I think critical thinking is super important, because I got here based off that. I didn't have any of the AI and stuff like that. Now, granted, it does help when it does help, but then I see people are abusing it and as a form of being lazy.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I've seen this episode of The Terminator already. And, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if I don't stand up and say something, then it's like it's going to be continue on. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need AI to help you write lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just say how you feel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think of Terminator. I think of I Am Robot or I Am, what is it?
I Am Robot.
Yeah, with Will Smith, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like this AI shit sounds good, but we OD on it and let it overtake our world, and all of a sudden it overtakes our world, and
Bro, it's the same thing.
Slaves.
I get it now. Like I remember, I used to have the TI-83. It was a calculator, right? And I remember when
That expensive
my teacher was like, "Yo," they're like, "Yo, the TI-83, like, don't get used to using that because then you're gonna forget how to do math." And
You dumb yourself down.
what I want to represent is I want to represent people that don't forget how to be creative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I hear people have writer's block, that shit's scary to me. Writer's block, you can't write. That's like me not being able to speak. You know what I mean? So, but it happens when you don't utilize your tool, and you have to utilize your tool every day, whether you do creative writing or you know what I'm saying? Like it's an instrument.
Your brain is a muscle.
Yeah, you gotta work on it. Don't think because you see me doing it that you can do it. Yes, you can do it, but you understand I got to the point from the man hours. You know what I mean? I was going through because I'm using some of the old voice notes to put as skits for the project, and I was watching the old videos of me like having the phone because I had to I come from the era of memorizing your lyrics, so I had to like do it. Boo in the video and then hear the video all day until I memorize
that's
it.
me.
You know what I mean? But
And then you're good.
But the delivery is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like some people where if you were to be like, yo, let me get a 16 on the spot, they can't give you their best 16.
They gotta type it in
They have to type
ChatGPT
it
first.
in, or they can't remember it.
Right.
Yeah.
But they can't remember it because it's not memorized. If it's not memorized, it's not here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, and now some people could go off that and freestyle like a Wayne, but think about how much Wayne freestyles. He raps every single day. You know what I mean? So for me, you know, with me being like in the Tampa market and expanding stuff like that, I feel like there's a lot of hybrids that come into Tampa and talented people. You know, like my man Vision.
Shout out Vision in the building.
You know what I'm saying? You got you know, in the Indigo. Yes, I can go on for days. LA to go. Tom G and I've seen Tom like because me, Tom, and Vision. Well, I'm not. Sorry, me, Tom, and LA was just in the studio working with Geppetto, and Tom came in there. 15 minutes on his phone, boom, knocked the verse out. No hiccups, no nothing. But that comes from him working on it. Like, I heard a couple people like, "Yo, like Tom, like you still got it." He's like, "I'm writing every day."
Yeah,
These
that
are
shit
not
don't
new
stop.
words to me.
Yeah, that
Like,
shit don't stop.
I know how, and that's the integrity we gotta have because if not, they're gonna make it look foolish. And then now when you see like the new, I have nothing against them, but when you see like the Ian Connors or all the new white boys that's able to spit, can you imagine them? They have to work twice as hard. That's why they're that good. That's why they're that good. Like you don't get a Jack Harlow on accident. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's fact. Listen, shout out to Jack Harlow.
For real.
So speaking of the Tampa market, because the people know you're not originally from Tampa, right?
Yeah.
How is the Tampa market, Tampa people accepted your music? How's that fight?
Well, I think it's like a gift and a curse. I think from like a recent interview that I had, some of them feel like I shouldn't like speak on it, but I've been here like 20 plus years, like, and I bought a house, I have real estate here. You can't tell me nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like some of them are here because of their parents. You're not from here. Like, if you had a choice to not be here, you would leave.
Yeah.
But I was here when they were like, Tampa's a crab in the bucket city, and I was like, Tampa will win. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I hate that phrase. Tampa will win. Like I've always been that way because for me, I've come from the real hating city from New York where blocks that hate one another. You know what I'm saying? Like 40th would have smoke with Copeland, like that area, right? But it's like that's far. It's very rare you're gonna see them if you go to like Ybor. But like I'm from like UMob, Dark Side, you know what I'm saying? The Bronx where it's like literally the block over.
Yeah.
You have smoke with them, you can't go there. The park by the towers, if you're from this area, you can't go to that park at all. You know what I mean? So it's like I never want to see that because it's stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? Like Hope said it, please don't die over the neighborhood.
Over the neighborhood that your mom rented.
You know what I'm saying? And
I be trying to tell him, JB.
Yeah, like I feel like if you haven't
Now he's just go. You see how this wishy-washy ass nigga is? Can't stand him, bro.
You can have more than one go, right?
You can, man.
Yeah,
McDonald had a whole farm.
Hey.
So, I just feel like, I feel like some people like it, some people don't. But it's like for me, it's not my goal to make anyone like it. For me, it's like I'm just here to inspire. You know what I mean? I did a lot of things that a lot of people haven't done, and I've done some things that that I can improve on, and I've supported as much as I can support. And for me, it's like as long as we're building the city up and not really getting caught up in the gossip, that's the key thing about it.
Yeah.
The gossip is the reason why they're not getting, some people
Correct.
not getting the same opportunities as me, because I don't really dive into the gossip. You know what I mean? Sometimes in this music business you fall into it because that's just the what you call it. But when you think about the bigger picture, sometimes you just gotta kind of like let niggas talk and then like not take it, because we're obliged to be able to vent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's bothering you, but at the end of the day, it's like it's a music business, and we have to make sure that we move professional. If you have an issue with your manager, you gonna spaz on him at the job? No. If you have a work field trip, you gonna talk spicy about him? No. It's the same ordeal. So, to answer your question, I think it's been accepted well. I think I kind of give like a different perspective on things, and I'm going to just continue to inspire people one day after next.
I feel like artists nowadays, and I understand what you're saying too about like, you go to Tampa, and and I don't think it's just Tampa. I think Florida, period, has a very distinct sound, right?
Yeah.
So it's almost like Spanish. You go to every Spanish country and every dialect is different, right?
Yeah.
Same as Africa, right?
Yeah.
So you have Florida, but in Africa, the sound from Orlando does not sound like the sound from Tampa. The sound from Tampa don't sound like the sound from Miami.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So forth, Duval, all of them, everybody has their sound. You know what I'm saying?
But you can locate it based on that sound.
There's cats that come down, like he's from New York. I'm from Jersey. I was raised here. He was raised, he been here 20 years. I don't know how old he is. I know black don't crack, so he may be 50. Shit, I don't know.
We never know.
You never know. You never know with the mask. You know what I'm saying? But we come down here, like I came down here and I have a sound where this thing where I rap, like I have a up north, but I still have a Florida, like I really absorbed the sound and the culture here, so I kind of made my own sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So like my bars, people will look at it and be like, "Oh shit!" But I've started noticing that the Florida rappers are open to the new sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the rappers down here in Florida don't want to put themselves in a box anymore.
No, not at all.
Like, you know what I mean? And
Thank God for that too.
I
by the
think
way.
one of the biggest misconceptions too that a lot of people have is that Southern folks don't listen to up north rap, right? Like niggas down here in Florida were bumping like Jadakiss and Jay-Z and Biggie and you know what I'm saying? Like Big Pun and everybody,
and,
bro.
and
50
West Coast too. I mean,
and
like,
even the West Coast, correct?
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to, is just like breaking those barriers, because if you kind of be like, oh, down south supposed to sound like this, like think about who even created that. You know what I mean? Like the labels created that. We didn't create that, because if you listen to Outkast, right, Speaker Box, you telling me that Love Below sounds like a record that was made in the South?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? So
a lot of them songs didn't.
Yeah.
A lot of them songs.
You know what I mean? So it's like we created that and we got stuck on that. Frank Ocean don't sound like he's from the West Coast.
No.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you know,
even 50 sometimes didn't sound like he was always from New York. Like people.
Yeah, I mean, shit, Kanye, he was. I mean, he was
He's
Chicago,
Midwest,
but he
yeah.
spent a lot of time in Atlanta too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He don't sound like an Atlanta person. You know what I mean? So,
I like artists like
that's what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for eliminating that box, because when you hear Tory make a project like what was
Tory.
it?
Free
Something in the
Tory.
Prom, like that Prom album.
Yeah, the Prom album.
It was amazing. It was amazing, and you get that when we stop boxing in our artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, let them be free, man. And the only way they're gonna be free is if people support what they got going on. So for me, it's like, I mean, I seen it with LaRussell. Like LaRussell makes from the Bay music, right?
Facts.
And my man Oswin, big shout out to Oswin. He just had a birthday. He went over there and he was at his stage and stuff like that. So he told me about him, and yeah, like he's not really deviating. He's using Bay terms that we don't understand, but he's sticking with that. And there's other people that's from the Bay that feel like, oh well, Russell didn't really. He's not speaking our language, but it's like he created this whole new language.
His own
like,
language.
Like that's the shit I praise and love, bro. Like
The new lanes.
I like people who like Florida rapper Curry. What's his boy? Denzel Curry.
Oh yeah, Denzel Curry.
That dude is different, bro. He's from Florida, but you will never know.
Yo, he's from the South.
Yeah, like bro, like that's the shit I
his
be
flow
on.
is different.
Like, stop doing whatever everybody else is doing, bro.
Yeah.
Like I always use this term. Like I feel like a lot of rappers are on the D-Lo train, right? A lot of Florida rappers sound the same, like the melody or maybe the rhythm of their flows,
The cadences.
The cadence. That's the word I'm looking for. A lot of Florida rappers have that same cadence.
Like I get the influence, but it's like
You got to find your mode.
yeah, like understand that portion of it, but then like make it your own. You know what I mean? And Hove it was dope as that too, because Hove wrote The Watcher. No, not The Watcher. He wrote
Still Dre.
Yeah, for Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was able to kind of do Dre's voice and Snoop's voice.
Right.
But you're able to do that when you allow people to use their instrument. So I don't knock people that kind of like, mimic cadences.
Shout out to Desi's TikTok.
You know, I don't knock people that mimic cadences and stuff like that, but just understand that like if you're trying to captivate a fan base and hone in, right? What's stopping them from going right to D-Lo?
Correct.
Yeah.
You know just listen to D-Lo. Yeah.
Like like this kid, Gabriel Jacoby. He's so dope, but he's so different. Like his voice is so unique, and like no one can't say shit. I don't care what anybody says that about like how his rise up and stuff like that is. He deserves that because he is carving right there. You know how you had like the upside down and the fucking
Stranger.
Yeah. You have to do that, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have to do the same too, because like I can do all of that.
Yeah.
And who knows? It's really up to God what's going to take off stuff like that. Adam and Eve worked, but when Adam and Eve worked, I was like getting into. I was trying to make dance hall. It just so happened that it was Afrobeat.
Listen, that Afrobeat shit that you on right now, a lot of people sleep on. First of all, a lot of people been sleep on Afrobeats. Like, I've been on Afrobeats for
it's the number one. If they're sleeping, then they're dead sleep because
it's international.
Crazy. Yeah.
You know that's comparison to like soccer. Like soccer is one of the biggest sport in the world, but
according
not
to
everybody
Illuminate and Nelson Soundscan, Afrobeat was the number one bought genre and listen to genre.
Yeah, bro. I've been on Afrobeats for like 10
like
years.
And then it was hip hop.
Right. That's international, man.
I love it. To me, Afrobeats is like a culmination of like reggae, like roots, like because you can hear the roots. You know what I'm saying? Like the real like the drum. You know what I'm saying? To us, Puerto Ricans grow up with playing African drum, so you can hear that in the background of Afrobeats, but it has that reggae, but then it has like that melody and that, and then it also has that like where you can listen to music and you can feel an emotion listening to the song without words. That shit makes you want to just, you know what I'm saying? Like you could just look at somebody and be like, calm. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of people I say been sleeping on it because it's like you could tell people who like really appreciate music and been listening to something for like 30 years. Like I remember listening to Tory Lanez fucking forever. Yeah. And I was telling people, yo, Tory Lanez gonna be hot. People were like, no, man, like 4'7", and I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck how tall he is, bro. Like this man is a man.
because he had his
like
interview.
His music.
Short man came out.
I used to tell him all the time, like I'd be like, yo, Tory Lanez is that guy, bro. Like,
he is.
And I would say it, and because as an artist, when I hear somebody's creativity, bro, through their music, and I sit here and I have an entire genre and a plethora of people to compare him to, and I say this nigga sounds like none of them. Yeah. That to me right there, boom, he's gonna win. Bro, I called Bad Bunny, bro, when Bad Bunny dropped his first fucking album. I said, yo, Bad Bunny's gonna be a world star. My old lady said it today. Me and my old lady been together 9 years. We went to Bad Bunny's first tour, bro. Wow. Right? And because I was a big fan. And I told my girl, I was like, yo, watch this dude. He finna be big. Bro, we was just talking the other day when she's like, yo, babe, February's coming. He about to be at the Super Bowl.
For me, what made me be a believer of Bad Bunny, you might know the song is
I know all of them.
I'll say
Noche
Saint
not
Noel.
Miami.
Which one? Oh, Noche, una noche en Miami. It had like that like 80s, like 90s Miami
love
Vice
that
flow.
song. My favorite Bad Bunny song of all fucking time.
And it's completely different. Una
Yeah.
noche sin
yeah.
Bro,
Come on,
people don't
boy.
understand
See,
that.
the thing is like that. To me, Bad Bunny is not a Spanish artist. Bad Bunny is an artist.
Period.
And the thing is like that's what I'm trying to do with this project, to show you like all those kind of intangibles. That's why Vision. I think we have to put that pop record on there.
Shout out Vision.
Yeah.
I think we have to put, because as
Bro,
we
finna come
going
on
through
cam.
in the car, and we had to make some swaps, because I want to make sure that like if you're a fan of Future,
Yeah.
that's why we put the Pain joint on there. If you're a fan of Ye, then you got Be By Yourself and you got Fighting Your Demons. If you're a fan of like Kendrick and that kind of rap, then you got the intro. Not this, I'm using the examples because this is what people kind of
They can have an understanding of what it sounds like.
The production around.
Yeah.
But, you know, the thing is like I want to be able to kind of like make whatever I'm feeling. I make mood music. That's like that shit right there. Everything's going on. It's a mood that.
That's a fact. Remember that text I sent you this morning? Dog,
Yeah.
that was true shit, bro. Like, I said a lot of shit in that text. I was
No,
like,
you
bro,
did.
I was like, bro.
It was like 9 in the morning. It's like
Yeah, that's
I
what
said, bro, I can fight to this shit. I can fuck to this shit. I can,
Yeah.
turn up in the club to this
He
shit. I
still
can
does
pop
that.
my shit. I can do a lot of shit with this album, bro.
thank you, man.
Now listen.
And Vision, I just want to let you know, bro. You a standout on this, bro. Like anytime I hear a thing from him, and you're on it, you stand out, bro. So like, salute to you. You know, we like what you're doing. I know I can speak on.
Yeah, facts.
We always, you know what I'm saying.
We compare, we listen, we have like, which is crazy. We'll share music and shit and be like, hey, what you think about this? Right? And then we come up to it and say, was it trash? Nah, it was good. It was fine.
It was gas. It was gas.
Gas.
Yeah,
I told him,
I
like,
told Vision, because Vision got some nice work that he's throwing away, but like he's like watching what I'm doing. He's watching what my man Columbus Barry is doing. And he's like, okay, cool. I see what I got to do, because right
Take
now,
notes. Yeah, bro.
I'm
Got to.
giving everybody the gems right now.
It's the blueprint.
You gotta world build. So what I'm doing with this particular project is like, I'm not really going for like the hard body streams and stuff, like, because I already did that. You know what I mean? No one cares. Like I have 19,000 monthly listeners. Nobody cares. Like nobody is putting me above somebody else because of that. Like that era is done, right? But the thing is like, okay, well, if what I want now is like how people reacted when we did the Coppertail show, and then at the party time it was like party time, excellent. You know what I mean? Like I need to do more of that, and I feel like
You make that part of the song.
I burn through these projects so quick because I'm like trying to like what's going to hit the tickets to the next level. It's like nah. It's because if I was a label, I will make sure that like we're creating a 6 month, 9 month, and a 12-month plan, and then by month 9. If it's not going the way we're going, then we'll shift. But we have to give it time. That's the one thing I would say. With some hearts that are meant to be broken, I didn't give it enough time because, me and Mike the Dom was kind of like combating on it, and it was like now it's popping because right now Afro House is the biggest market. So it's just like, oh my God, like we were both right, but we were trying to be right, and then management was like, and they didn't get it. But like music will always portray to the lifestyle of what's going on outside. And because I was outside at the time, going to T Couture, going to Miller Killer, going to Velvet Gypsy, going to the Ritz, like that was the sound. You know what I mean? But I always go whatever's going on in London. I have family in London, so when they send me music, I just be like, okay, this is what's going on right now. And I love
Worldwide
Afro House.
family.
Yeah, I love
family
Afro
in
House.
London.
Yeah, I'm
long
first
didn't
generation from Sierra Leone, so
Let's make
I
some
was
drill
like,
music.
I was the first one
Yeah.
from my family lineage that was like born here, and then everybody else kind of like
Go to Europe, and then move this.
So
move.
knowing that, how important is it for you to make sure you capture and embrace like your OG culture within your music?
Oh, it's super important. I mean, that's what made me make the switch when my mom loved Adam and Eve, because I thought Better Than Yourself was going to be the record that everyone rocks with, but it was Adam and Eve, and I was like, okay, I understand that. So when I made the project Heroes Eventually Die, in that project, I had rest in peace to my grandmother.
Rest in peace.
Hard subject to talk about, but I had all of her daughters put quotes in there. So my mom put a quote about what Heroes Eventually Die. her sister put a quote, and her sister. You know what I mean? So I did that so that like you can hear the Creole, so you can understand like the Creole from my country. Okay. You know what I mean? So I try to always embrace that as much as possible. Even in this project, like Idris Alba.
Yeah.
Okay, word. He's Sierra Leonean, so I'm trying to like see if I can contact him and have him give me a drop for the project as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's from Sierra Leone.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's what's up. I like that track you did.
And then there's a player. I think he's on Denver. I think, or either Denver or the Seattle Seahawks. And he's from Sierra Leone too. So I try to make sure I put some kind of Creole in there every time. So for this project, I'm just trying to find like the right way to do it because the whole thing's a story.
Yeah. Every time I hear Sierra Leone, I just
Kanye.
the Kanye track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, man.
That was a hard ass. Yeah, it was a real ass track.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when I was listening to Without You, I kind of caught like a little Ja Rule Vibes Cartel references in there.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, no, definitely. No,
That was intentional.
No, that was definitely intentional.
That's how you know we
that's
picked
like one
the
of
right
my
one.
favorite Vibe Cartel songs.
Listen, well,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
peeped it immediately. I'm like, oh,
We picked the
how
right
do I
one.
heart this?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite records from him and from Vibes as well too. So I wanted to kind of like, you know, in to tell the story. I think that's like before, I don't know by heart, but I was just telling Vision the story too on the way here. My bad. I don't mean to do this on the spot, but at least you know it's real. I ain't capping.
Here you go, Corey.
Shout out Corey McGowan. Shout out to the chat, man. If y'all tapped in, make sure y'all sharing that. Brother McCory McGowan. What
So
Corey
because
talking
yeah, that makes sense because Act 2, which is it's like a double disc in a sense. So what do I do? And then I just renamed it to I Think About You.
Okay.
Because that's what's going on through my head, and then after that, it's Never Understand.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just like
It was definitely the melody of
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have. Wait, how did you know they were gonna go together like that?
I didn't. Yeah, no, that was a time where because some of those records is when me and Soda was locked in. That I can go in and kind of like create how I used to create. Because the past albums, Hate to Say Goodbye, Before I Say I Do, and He'll Eventually Die. It was all like improvised records. I didn't write not a lick of that stuff. I just went in there.
Damn, you didn't write none of that?
Rain Man style, bro. Rain Man.
That's why some of those records when it comes to do the shows, I don't really do a lot of them. That's why I was like, damn, like I definitely, and sometimes I'm meant to be broken. That one wasn't written too, so it's like it's really hard to like do them because I have to like remember what to say. But this.
So wait, outside?
Well, that one but outside is on Hate to Say Goodbye.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hate to Say Goodbye.
Yeah,
no,
you're right.
I wrote a lot in Hate to Say Goodbye. That's why it's so wordy. It's just super wordy. But no, Before I Say I Do, no, when I did I remember when I did Calling Me Back, because that was happening in real time. The whole DIY situation. Vaughn had my he couldn't call me, so I had to go. I had to take someone's phone, go to the Facebook, and hit him. That's why I was like, that's what I made the Facebook reference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't understand, like, real songwriters, I always tell them, real songwriters, when you're listening to their music, there was a moment that they were specifically referencing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, then that makes the difference between somebody who can say, okay, I spit too, yeah. What do you, or rhyme, lime, time, dime.
Dr. Seuss type stuff.
Yeah, bro, that's different.
But
You know
I
what I'm saying?
like
But you gotta
songwriters
have-
like Rock City where they can like envision it for you.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean? Like Rock
I like
City,
storytellers,
Neo.
bro. Yeah, I love
They
storytellers,
can write
bro.
for you, and I think that shit is amazing. You know what I mean? Whitney Houston didn't write a thing on any album.
Really?
Look
So-
it up. She
I
didn't
never knew that.
She never wrote a song.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I was
Yeah,
watching
But the voice though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
we was watching Netflix last night, Keisha and I. And
But what on Netflix though?
Hitmakers.
Okay, word.
So we was watching Hitmakers, right? And I tried to explain something to her, and I'm like, "Hey, babe, I want you to watch this because you know she in the music too, but she's not in the music like we in the music.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like she loves it. She just loves it. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll be like, "Babe, go ahead. I love it." You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But she doesn't understand like the processes behind it. Like most, like 85% of the world, right? So I was like, I want you to watch this with me. Boom. So we watching it. She's like, but that's what you do. You know, right? She's like, that's what you do though, babe. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, wait, you could be on the show. And I'm like, she's like, then she goes, wait, who these people write for? I said, Ariana Grande. She wrote for Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote for Justin Bieber. And this, she's like, wait. And I said, so these are writers, which is essentially what I am. I'm a writer. I'm an artist, but I'm a writer. And I do it for me. To me, I don't write that's my journal. You feel me?
Yeah. No,
That's how I, you know what I'm saying?
When I hit you up, joint.
Yeah. We gonna get on that too.
Crazy.
And so when I tell people like, yo, like I'm sitting here watching this shit with her, and she's like, damn, that's crazy. So you're telling me that there's artists. I said, babe, there's a difference between an artist and like a creative, right? And she's like, what's the difference? I was like, a creative writes the vibe for the artist.
Yeah.
The artist just plays the part.
Yeah, the
That's
voice.
like an actor. You know what I'm saying? And it's not saying that because you know what? Some people have voices.
Yeah.
They have a voice. You
Yeah,
said
like Whitney
when I
Houston.
played that shit for you were like, bro, I like your tone. Like I like your tonality, your sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some people have a voice, but that's all they have. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have the tools of writing, they don't have that gift of being able to take a scenario and make an entire song out of what happened.
Especially where, because like I used to be one of those people back in the days that's like, Drake got writers, Beyonce got writers, man.
Yeah.
But then they'd be like, Michael Jackson has, and I love Michael Jackson. I'm like, oh. But then I had to think.
You gotta understand.
But then I had to think about like when we didn't do like a big tour, but I remember when we did a little mini tour during COVID. It was like the longest time I've ever been away from the studio. And the thing is, like when you're Beyonce busy, nigga, there is no studio. It's like you got to get in there because it's work at this point in time. You know what I mean? You got
pictures. You got this.
Yeah.
You got to go here. You got this interview here. You got New York at this time. You got to go to LA by this. Bro, when do you have time to sit down and write some shit?
They're doing an hour set, right? Singing.
Yeah.
Then you want me? Then I have to do the shit again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Save my voice, and then you want me to record?
Yeah.
And then I got to go on tour in like 3 weeks.
And
You got to reherse for the tour.
Yeah.
And you have to rehearse
And learn everything.
Yeah.
Like
So,
the entire
and some
set.
tours last a year.
Yeah.
So you have no time to record. So I don't knock it. I think like getting to the level to where someone can write for you and you can execute it is like that lets you know that like you've made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, granted, in between, if you use the references and you finesse like on some Kanye shit, cool. But like I don't knock it because end of the day, they're still performing it.
Correct.
'Cause if you're gonna knock Drake, knock Beyonce,
It's still your dream, your vision.
Whitney Houston. No, but you also have to knock Denzel Washington, Jamie Foxx. You have to knock actors.
Yeah,
because they're not writing the parts.
Somebody wrote it.
Exactly. If that's the case, right? If you want to knock everybody, then Eddie Murphy should have like 1 million fucking Oscars right now because he improvises.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Message.
So you know what I'm saying? Like when he did Pluto Nash, he talks about it all the time. He's not writing that shit. He's just like, yo,
on the spot.
he improvised the Nutty Professor. How the what kind of
like how the fuck do you do that?
And he said he don't drink, smoke, nothing like that.
Nothing.
How the fuck do you do that?
That's but listen, you know when she saw that finally, she said, "Yo, I got a new appreciation
Yeah.
for the art." And I said, "Yeah." She's like, because she's like, these people sat down and had this person, and they told them, "Hey guys, so check this out. We're about to bring John Legend on." And they're like, "Oh shit, okay, cool." Somebody's like, "Oh, I wrote for John Legend. I've written 7 songs for him."
Yeah, like St.
Right,
John's.
yeah.
St. John's
So
one of
they'd
them.
be like, "Yo," they're like, John Legend's gonna come. "Hey guys, what's up? Listen, so my vision. This is my vision. You know, something that brings me back to my childhood. I want spiritual. I want church. You know what I'm saying? Like vocals, something melodic. You know, just something that positive and." You know, I'm heading in a different direction now in life and positive, and I'm trying to.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys in 2 weeks. And she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, everybody in that room now has to write a song based off of what he just said. So now they have to create that in their mind in a storyline way and in a song to where they can take what he just said and make it into a story.
Yeah. And the thing is,
But the artist himself has to do
in
it.
The rap world is a little bit frowned on because they think like these raps are easy to do. That's the only, and sometimes it's like you could look at it that way, but then you also have to take in mind how busy the artist is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to.
Like Hov wrote for Dre, Dr. Dre.
That's
and
crazy.
Snoop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's you're not there, so you can't judge, and people gotta stop kind of like going with that whole negative judging kind of trying to like knock somebody down for what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like use anything that anyone's doing as inspiration.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's in 26. I challenge people that's watching that. Use it as inspiration. Don't use it to be like compared to your situation.
Yeah, you don't
because
use
what works for me doesn't work for you.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like if we was playing Mario Kart and I had Toad, I go first place. You may not get that same result.
Because you don't know how to work that nigga like I know how to work that nigga.
Pause.
Period.
Hey,
No, I
hella
can't,
pause. I caught that.
I
If
can,
that would have been me, it would have been the whole situation.
I can definitely.
Because you would have said some other shit.
Nah, because you said you worked that nigga, dog.
I agree with Keisha 100%.
Yeah.
Because for me personally, I've always only listened to the finished product. So to see it from start to finish was insane.
Oh, you was there for the
I was
session. Yeah.
You forgot.
No, I'm just ad-libbing.
I don't with a nigga like me. More money, more problems. You know what's crazy? I play that song and my kids sing that shit, bro.
I could have
Constantly,
done better,
bro.
man.
Constantly, dog. That shit make you feel. So you have a family. I don't know how old your kids is. I don't know.
You know, I got 22, a 16, and a 4.
So when your kids,
Damn.
hey, don't feel bad. I got a 21-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 6, and a 4-year-old. So I'm there.
I got a fish.
So, must be nice. When your kids start spitting some shit, that right? Like I've been sending them the last couple of days. My son, my oldest son, we just got to a stage where we're like really like,
Yeah.
like that's my nigga. Yeah.
I love
So
that stage.
I hit him up and I'm like, I had sent him our track. I said, yo, he goes, yo, who's that, Pop? And I'm like, nigga, who the fuck you think it is, nigga? Then he said, oh, that's you? And I said, yes, it's me. I said, it's my boy Preme. He goes, oh, that's a bop. And I said, it's a bop. He's like, yeah, I fuck with it. And I said, okay, cool. Me on some, I don't know why, because I know he's musically inclined, but he's extremely introverted. So I was like, you know what? He's grown now. Like I could talk to him. Like he's past that stage of where he needs a father. He needs a homie now, like his best friend, right?
I mean, you always need a father.
Correct. You always need a father, but at one point in time, you're gonna have to understand that your child's gonna make their own decisions, and it's time for them to. They need you more as a friend and a person that can give them good advice than a person telling them what to do, right? So now I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me talk to him. I'm like, yeah, boo, son. Hey, what you think about this? Because now I'm letting him know that I appreciate his feedback. Because nobody know me better than him, right? He's seen me grow up. Like, I raised you. So he said, yeah, yo, Pop, that's a bop. And I said, okay, cool. 3 days later, he sends me a track. So I said, what's this?
I love that.
And he says, and he goes, yeah, that's me, Pop. And I'm like, nah. He's like, yeah, that's me. I said, okay. I said, is it you? I said, bitch, I can't understand shit. That's that young nigga shit, right? I said, what's your baby?
Yeah.
Like,
he sent me the track, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
So then I said, you know what? Let me put this shit on my radio, because maybe I just can't hear it on the phone.
Yeah,
I put that shit.
Don't you ever play music on the phone.
Bro, when I put that shit on the radio on my way to work, I hear him say, shout out to that nigga Saint. Nigga made me wave it. Ooh, I was like, okay, that's
Bars.
my. Okay, hey, I text that nigga. I was like, hey, I called that Saint verse. He was like, yeah, you called.
I'm
that.
about to go back and listen
I'm
to
like,
it
yeah.
in the car.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I said,
That's the
cool.
problem.
So he done sent me 3 tracks.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, okay. So I said, hey, nigga, because he's in Ohio right now. I said, when you come back, I'm gonna lock the stool for like days, bro, and me and you just gonna go in there and cook. Cause you know what I'm saying, like, why would you not want to drive? I'm like LeBron, you feel me? Let me play ball with my son.
Yeah.
Let me see what come out. You know what I mean?
It's so funny that you're saying that. And
Look, your son too.
no, I don't have a son.
Oh,
But,
your daughter.
Turn that mic, though.
Oh,
You
my
don't
bad.
mind?
There you
go.
go. I mean,
There we go.
word, yeah. I wonder how long it was like that.
I mean, I caught it earlier, but it still sounded clear. But
Yeah, you were
can
clear.
see it better. Yeah.
So I'm working with my man Casey. Shouts to Casey versus the internet. He created an app that's he created a program. My bad, Casey, if I'm not like doing it right, but he created a DAW.
Okay.
Right, so the DAW is powered by AI, so the AI could record you, mix you, and master you.
Oh.
So I'm gonna push out onto that because like he can do podcasts, he could do voiceovers. He could do music. I think so. He's like, I want you to be the poster child about it. That everybody knows. I'm like, okay, cool. I got you. So when he comes through, right? Let's say that you don't have the time to mix and master it. Let the AI do it and see if you like it or not. So I'll be doing like comparisons between Soda's mixes and the mixes from the AI, Soda's Max, just so we can kind of like
see what sounds better.
Yeah, see, you know what I mean? Because not to eliminate the engineer, because you always want the engineer, but it's like, okay, well, let AI mix it because I'm at the crib with my son, and then I'll let Soda master it. You know what I mean? You always want to kind of like, I don't. My rule of thumb is the same person that mix it shouldn't master it.
Yeah.
Should be somebody like, a different ear.
fresh pair of ears.
Yeah. So on your projects that I, do a deep dive in, and since we met each other or whatever, I see you most of the time you work with the same artists. Like my man right here. You got the homie Sway. You know what I'm saying?
Suave.
So how's it working with Swaybo, man?
Swaybo is dope, man. That's my Gemini.
That's Tom G
twin,
brother,
man.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, Swaybo is dope, man. Like
Tom
Learn
G's
something new
brother.
every day.
he's someone who he understands the assignment immediately.
Yeah, I feel like and that's the vibe that you get, man, when you listen to him. Like, okay, he knew what this track was about. He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
It's that Green
And it
Ranger too.
sound good.
On Green Ranger,
yeah.
He knew the
Snap.
assignment immediately. So he's so versatile, and then like he's making a transition too. He's doing the trap rock. And I was like, yeah, do it. He's like, what do you think? I was like, do it,
Man,
do it, bro.
got
It's
to
the
lose,
limit, bro.
bro.
I don't like. I have a band. Get with my band. Talk to them. My band is not exclusive to me. Like you go work with them. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I think live music, just like Homeboy said for his MLK event, live music is the way to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially with this whole AI thing. AI can't create a live artist. It can do whatever it wants. You can be on the charts. You can create a bunch of dope melodies. You can
can't
do
feel it.
1950 Preme or 1950 Drake. But can you get on that stage and make me feel you? You know what I'm saying? Pause. But and that's where it's gonna go. It's like the value of being on stage is gonna go up now. You know what I mean? And for me, it's like that's why I want to make whatever I want, because if I want the band to transition and give you a different feel, and we feel like we're in church, cool, and it feel like you at a Brian McKnight, cool, and feel like you're at a Burna Boy, cool, and then turn you up like you're at Travis Scott, cool, because I grew up on live music. You know what I mean? So that's the goal.
Yes, that the other.
Yeah. So speaking of live music, let's talk about it. The live orchestra.
Oh yeah,
Are we talking about that right now?
We can talk about
Okay.
that. Yeah. That's
Tell the
why I
people
said-
It's
more
open. It's
about
public
that.
information.
Yeah, so big shout outs to
Put me on.
the University of South Florida. We're
USF.
having our first Afro hip hop symphony on February 28th, which is the last Saturday in February. The last Saturday, and
What
then
time?
it's like we're gonna give a lot of Black History Tampa knowledge, like
that shit.
So
I know
little did they know, which is kind of like a funny poking the bear kind of thing. Tampa was called the Harlem of the South.
Yeah, it was.
Which makes mad sense why you have a bunch of like Northerners that's here, because like we understand Harlem more than anybody else. So, I'm going to be dropping a bunch of like Black History facts, stuff like that. I got people coming from the NAACP. It's hosted by Babs, hosted by Buckwheat.
Shout out Babs.
Shout out
Max
Babs.
performing,
Shout out
and then
Buckwheat.
Mr. Wagner will perform with Same Day Orchestra and my band at the same time. So it's going to be a glorious event.
Yeah, we
You don't wanna
definitely
miss it.
there.
What time it start?
We slide or we
So
hide?
yeah,
slide.
right now we're doing 7 to 9.
Oh yeah, we sliding.
But it's locked in, so we might spend the timer right now. I say just set yourself up between 7 to 10.
The whole day free. What are
Yeah,
you
we
doing?
do.
Yeah.
That's her
Clear.
birthday month too.
Yeah.
Oh word, yeah.
Yeah.
We only got we only have 119 seats, so we're like,
No,
we're
now
gonna
you
put it
have-
out there.
Listen,
RTP
let me tell y'all
Got
something.
116.
We
Let me
there,
tell y'all
though.
something. Preem will tell you it's 40, and then 75 pull up. Right? Like my boy was like, hey yo, it's only 40 RSVPs. Y'all need to lock in. It's only 40. We're like, all right. We get to the event, like, Preem, it's more than 40 people here, bro. He be like, yeah, it's about 65. I had to open that shit up. And I'm like, what? He's like, it's too many people just contacted me. I had to open it up.
The
I'm
supply
like,
got to meet the
yeah,
demand.
yeah. So I just opened it up. I said, fuck it, 65. It's 65 now. I'm like, you sure? He's like, yeah.
That event is gonna fill up because Sully's sending out the emails out now. So I'm trying to reserve the first 20 so you can get like lyric book, coloring book. Like we have because I used to do a 3D
See,
book.
that's what I'm
at
talking
one-
about.
That's for the
so-
ADHD people.
So I want to make sure that you guys I want to make sure that like the first 20 rows get something for the experience.
Yeah.
You know, now that we have the access to the vinyls and stuff like that. So yeah.
Hey, we slide.
We
dope.
just
Yeah, we
want
ain't
to make
hiding,
sure
we
you get the full
slide.
experience. Some
I
people
love
have
me a
never been.
Preme event.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all.
Appreciate that.
We're gonna have the blossoms hanging from the tree. I mean,
I
from the
grew
Well,
up
I mean, the thing is, like, it's gonna be at
the
at
actual
USF, so they have a
amphitheater,
recital hall for us.
Yeah.
So it's gonna. If you've never been to a recital hall, it feels very like you're about to like graduate from school.
Yeah, exactly. What it
We
is.
have them, so we have big shout out to Dom Julio. So we're gonna have the African dances that we had at the Juneteenth event. So they're pulling up, so you're gonna get that. We got the speakers. Then Don Mack's gonna perform with the band, and we're gonna me and Wagner.
Don Matt, you said?
Don Mack. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
that's
gonna
what
be
shout out to
there.
him, bro. We see the big movements. he making,
I'm
bro.
actually I'm
We
trying
tapped
to
in,
trying
bro.
to tap in with bro too.
Yeah.
Because they got a podcast. I think him and
Cash Moolah.
Cash Moolah. Yeah.
Shout out to them, man.
Shout
We
out
see
to
y'all
them.
doing big things, man.
Out there riding camels and horses and donkeys and shit.
Speaking of doing big things, man, if you don't mind, let's switch seats, man. You know,
Yeah,
let's
come
get,
through.
Let's go,
get,
let's
you know,
go.
the homie,
Biz.
put, you know what I'm saying, so we can talk about his, you know, endeavors and get to know him a little better. Yes,
2 for
sir.
1 deal. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
While we got you here, poke.
Just don't spill your drink on the Persian rug, dog. This here came straight from Persia,
Came
dog.
straight from Persia.
We're in the West
$10,000
Wing.
rent, $10,000
Yeah,
rug.
You
yeah.
have to have special clearance to get in the
Special.
West Wing.
Yeah, we got a good visual on him.
Look, boy, that's a great daughter.
Yes, Lord.
Great daughter. Look at that. Look at that.
So listen, we good on him, Dino?
So introduce yourself for
Please
those who
do,
don't
please
know.
do.
So I'm Vision. I'm from Richmond, VA. I've been out here in Tampa for about a year now, but
Okay.
I've been in Florida for 2 years.
Welcome,
Good
welcome.
shit.
Shout out VA.
Shout out VA.
Yes, sir. I love it.
Yes, sir. What brought you to Florida?
Well, my daughter moved to Lakeland, so after about a year of her being gone, I was
Okay,
like,
so you ain't too far from the trip.
Yeah,
you know,
he-
from
well, my
Florida.
boy said I can't be.
that's why I
Can't do
came out
that.
here for her. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Love,
Shout
love.
out to Lakeland.
Yeah, respect, bro.
You
Respect.
Polk County, man. Polk County, man.
Yeah.
Polk County is where it's at.
So you've been doing music how long?
So kind of like you said earlier, I'm just a writer. So
Yeah.
like I journal, I write, and then
Yeah.
I've just been doing that as a kid. And then I happened to come out here, and my homie Columbus Barry, he was like, "Yo, you got to get in the studio."
Yeah.
So he introduced me to some dudes, and then since then it just been up from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's a natural ability. People don't understand. Like I always say, like poetry and rapping is the
Spoken
same
word.
shit. It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
What got you in the right? Like, who inspired you and where that come from?
My pops
Yeah.
used to make music back home.
Good
he was
shit.
actually a big artist. He used to be on the radio and everything back
Yeah.
home. But
What's
NBA?
your pop's name? What's
yeah,
your pop's name?
what do you used to call himself? Smokes, Black. One of them. It was one of them, but it was called the Darksiders.
Yeah.
Back then, yeah. So they used to be close with 50 Cent and them and all that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out. Yeah, shout out. You know what's
Get
crazy?
a little closer to the mic, bro.
You see how you're literally a byproduct of like what I'm talking about, like with my jit,
Yep.
right? So it's like you see your father, which is crazy, right? Because my father was an artist and my father had music, and I
Yeah.
grew up. My dad showed me how to love. The love that I got for music came from my father, and it's crazy because I raised my kids on music, and now my kids are all musically inclined. Like they all
Right.
sing, rap. So the same shit goes to you, and it's crazy is that you got your daughter, and I'm sure
She do. She
She
be making
sing.
music
Yeah,
all the
she
time.
make music,
She
bro.
want to record with me at the house.
bro, I got a 6-year-old, my little bro, and my 4-year-old yesterday, day before yesterday, I put an instrumental on for my 6-year-old to rap, cause she'll tell me straight up, pops, put a song on, and I'm like,
Try the beat.
yeah, no, she'll listen, and so I'm thinking she wants a regular song. She'll be like, no words. And I'm like, what? And you'll hear her, oh, no.
Yeah, his daughter's very talented.
And next thing you know, my little man busts out. He 4. Because I love my sister, I love my
Yeah,
papa.
it's
And
in
I'm
the
looking
blood.
at him in the camera, hey, yo, in the mirror, and I'm like,
It's in their blood.
it's innate, bro. And you pass it along, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right,
So
yeah.
so you literally pass that on to your
Right.
seeds,
My
bro.
daughter hooping and everything now is crazy. I'm like, yo, this is
Here
crazy.
in
mini
Lakeland,
me.
the Polk County?
Yeah, she played for the YMCA.
Okay.
In the
Okay.
summertime.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah,
I used to hoop. I'm like, dang, it's crazy. She like me. She just
Twin, bro.
small, yeah.
Genetics be passed,
Yeah.
bro.
Yup.
Genetics.
Shout out to the
music,
YMCA. I know
everything.
YMCA over there on Edgewood.
So
I don't even know which one it is because I stay in Tampa.
it's got to be that one, bro.
It might
It's
be
got to be that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
OG right there.
So this is a question we ask every artist.
Oh, I know. You go ahead. Go ahead.
So
Uh-oh.
you ain't exempt from the question. We have,
But he's a writer too, so you got.
You also a writer, but
Are you a writer first and an artist, or so
Yeah,
we got to know how to
he
ask.
introduced himself as a writer.
Definitely a writer.
yeah, you're a
so
writer
go with
first.
that, go with
Yeah.
that.
So, but I mean, we really can't say writers because a writer is an artist. You're
Yeah.
creative.
True.
You encompass
We
everything.
we do everything, a little
Yeah.
bit of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Kanye West started like that.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So Mount Rushmore, you get a top. What is it? 4?
Top
And
four.
You get
honorable
4
mention.
and an honorable mention for you. This can be any genre, any artist.
Mhm.
Don't gotta be rap. Don't gotta be. Who influenced you? Who are your best? Your top 4 and the honorable.
Well, I'm gonna say number 1 gonna be Lil Wayne.
Mm.
Tunchi!
I've been listening to Wayne forever.
Yes, sir.
And then I got a Wayne.
Don't say Trey Songz.
You can say
Nah,
whatever you want. Don't coerce. Don't coerce.
Ain't he from VA?
It's gonna be Wayne.
Yeah.
J. Cole. I gotta go with J. Cole.
That's my goat.
Chris Brown, cause he from VA all day.
Gotta
Creative,
go.
super creative.
Artist.
I like SZA too.
SZA's
I
dope.
like her music. Yeah, she dope.
We gotta
Yeah,
shout out
she
to
is
her.
dope. She is dope. You're right.
That's 4.
And it's another one that write for. She wrote a lot of Rihanna songs. Sia, what's her name? Is her name Sia? Y'all ever heard of
Who
Sia?
is it? Sia?
Oh, SIA.
SIA.
She's the one that covered
Sia,
her
yeah,
face.
yeah,
She wrote a lot of
Yeah.
Rihanna.
She's dope,
She
bro.
dope.
Yeah,
She's
she's
dope.
dope.
She's super
She's
dope.
Man, that's very eclectic list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, it kind of reminds me of when we had 9-2 Legend. He was
Yeah.
and Taylor Swift.
Taylor
I thought they was
Swift.
the same people. I'm like, oh
Nah,
no,
they
this is a whole
different.
different person.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
hear it with the cadence and everything. It's
So
so,
how
so
would
similar.
how would you define your style? Or you still finding that
I'm
out?
still
I
finding.
put it like an R&B
That's
singer.
what. That's what.
You can sing something?
Love.
You got a little melody to it.
Hey,
got
that's
too
what.
much
That's what
dip
me
on
and
your
Preem
chin.
been talking
Hold on.
about though. Just trying to find my
Yeah, you gotta
niche
find your
where
niche.
I'm
Yeah,
at
your
first
lane.
before I just start creating whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't nobody really know where I'm standing for real.
Yeah.
So-
Right,
So-
right.
But
So
I'm-
you're going to have your thing stamped, and then
And
you'll
then we
branch
can
on.
venture out
Yeah,
to
yeah.
other stuff. Yeah.
I like that's a good idea. That's a good way to
So
approach it.
far, what's your niche?
I'm a real rapper. I really write bars. Yeah. That's what I
Yeah,
like
bars,
to do.
bars.
Yeah, that's what I
and
like
I know.
to
Damn, you ain't say nobody out of VA, bro.
do. Chris Brown.
He said
True,
he said
true,
Breezy,
true.
bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody like really popped out of you got
Out of VA.
Pharrell that came to Richmond for a little bit, but like out of Richmond.
Nah, you got
Who, VA?
Teddy Riley.
okay.
You got the
Told
clip,
Timberland.
the Clips, Timberland, Missy.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
yeah.
Missy.
Not
You got Missy,
trying,
right?
trying to remake
Hey,
Mount
listen,
Rushmore.
listen,
Hold on.
listen. This man is a historian. That head ain't big for
Hey,
nothing.
You got Allen Iverson. Nah.
People out there on the rocks like, wait a minute.
Bad news in the building.
1977.
for real.
So you got some goats out
Nah,
of
we
there,
got some
dog.
legends for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, that shows you though the talent in the city,
No,
Oh yeah, for
You just
sure.
the culture.
you just got to get out the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing
You
about
gotta
my
get out
city.
your
You
home
got to
to
get
pop.
out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound like a lot of motherfuckers here in Polk.
I was about to say, how
Hey,
many
man, we
times
got
have
it.
I heard that one?
Yeah.
But you know what? I think that's people think that it's only their city, bro. But I think it's a every city thing.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Like people don't you don't get the support that you really want
Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
own city.
It's a
You
proven
have
fact,
to
bro.
you have to go outside and beyond that. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm
almost
saying?
They put you in a place that they known you for so long that you
Yeah,
can't
bro.
go out of that.
And if you,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you being, you know what I'm saying, like you fuck somebody old lady, somebody gonna, hey, don't fuck with your shit.
Hey, let's
You know
not
what I'm
even
saying?
start there. Let's not.
But you get,
let's
no,
not
but you
even
get,
go.
you get what I'm saying?
I got enough
Like,
problems.
you get what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's crazy because you know people be having reputations. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And so just sometimes your reputation alone will fuck you up in your own city,
Hey,
bro.
trust me.
That's why I always tell people it's real important not to burn bridges. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
Like you
That's a
can't
fact.
burn bridges, bro. Like you can't. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And if you do, bro, you gotta understand that now that trip that could have made you from A to B, now you gotta go to Zamunda first,
Right.
and then come back down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Why? Yeah, because your dumb ass want to see him burn
Right.
the bridge, but it be happening like that. So you gotta kind of venture out, and then it's like. It's almost like, you know, as a father and a son, right? You got to prove yourself to your old man type shit. Like your old man will look at you and be like, yeah, you a man, but you really ain't a man,
Yeah,
nigga.
not
You know what I'm
yet.
saying? Until you prove some shit to him,
Yeah.
and then your daddy be like, damn.
You got
damn,
it.
yeah, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, okay, my city ain't showing me love, but then I venture out of my city and everybody else out of my city say, yo, that nigga him. And then your own city be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, they know you now.
I fuck with that nigga. I've been fucking with him since day one. Shut the fuck up. You lying, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you never showed me that love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But it's cool, though, because, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know what? Bygones. Let's let bygones be bygones. We can start over. You can support me. You support me. I fuck with you. But sometimes it takes somebody, you know, else outside to be like, yeah, you know,
he like that. They missed it. They missed
so,
it. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And that'll be something for you too. Like, shit, you blow up out of here, you come back to VA, they be like, yo, this nigga really him.
Yeah. I remember him in middle school.
Be like, you know what I'm saying?
So what do you got going on that you soon to be released or anything going on right now?
I just dropped a single, I believe last Friday, called Conflicted. It's on all platforms.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely can listen to that. It'll tell you a little bit about my life. I really talk about what I'm going through or what I've been through. That's just
life.
That's just what I resonate with better. I can't really make nothing up. So that's what's out right now. And I am trying to drop a project soon. I say probably mid-year. I just got to really see what the direction I want to go with it. So that's what this single go kind of tell me. Okay, they feeling this vision or what they feeling.
How you spell the name?
VYZN.
That's why I asked.
Different.
People gotta know, man. People gotta know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's
So-
like, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Where can the people, you know, reach you at? All your social medias and all that.
Instagram, TikTok,
What's the name?
Facebook, VYZN. Same on everything.
That's it, that's all.
That's it. That's all there is
Yeah,
to it.
it's simple. Everything.
Yeah.
Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, if you say VYZN or Vision, you're right. It don't matter. Like people be like, oh yeah, that's DVSN or Division.
Yeah.
Like, no, bitch, it's you're both
I
right.
can't call it one
Tomato,
season.
tomato. It's the same.
I was like, yeah, Pusha Preme and Seasons in the building.
But and what's that girl's name? I think it's like Za, like
SZA.
yeah.
Za.
So we appreciate you sitting down with us,
Sure,
man.
sure.
Listen,
Definitely.
Oh, we gonna bring. Yeah, you gonna.
we got a
come back.
policy here, man. As soon as you walk through that door,
Yeah.
the door is always open for you. So
Okay.
if you need
Yeah.
this, if for anything in the future, man, we here for you.
Yeah,
bro.
most definitely.
You get a new one.
Yeah,
Once you find Vision's lane and you ready to promote that and you
Yeah.
ready to run with it, come back.
Okay, hey, I'll be back
and
soon.
let us hear. You know what I'm saying? Because
We locked in.
like, bro, we get very. I always say, bro, a person who can't take constructive criticism, bro, you shouldn't be in any kind of field.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I want that
That's
a
why
public service announcement.
Yeah,
if you tapped
bro.
in, if you're an
Message.
artist or anything like that, and you want the this, that, and the other to say, hey, listen to my music. Let me know
Yeah,
what you
we'll listen
think.
to it.
Blah blah blah. Well, we gonna do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll give you
But
constructive
It
criticism.
may or may not be what you trying to hear or want to hear.
Yeah.
Because we real with it. We're not yes men when it comes to this music, especially this hip hop culture that we love so
Yeah,
dearly.
we love it. We love it.
So,
we want to.
I'm gonna tell you, if you want old Lou to critique your music, I'm gonna give you the raw, honest truth. I promise. And I ain't out here to hurt your feelings.
Nah.
I just
We're
want
trying to make you better.
To grow from it, learn from it, and then keep it going.
That's how you grow as
That's
an
it.
artist.
Yeah, you know
gotta
what's
take
crazy?
criticism.
We
Yeah.
went to we had that event, King of the Stage for H. Shout out to H.
Shout out H.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, facts, bro.
Represent H all the
I
time.
went to King of the Stage, the last one that they just had, and I was honored to be a judge on that, and
we pulling up to the birthday party.
yeah, facts. There was a specific artist, right, that one of the other judges kind of like dismissed him a little bit and was like, well, we already know who won this round, and I was like,
Nah, you can't.
damn, G, like.
Yeah, come
no.
on.
Like I was like, damn. I'm looking at bro like this, right? So Jit was like looking at him like, damn, right? But this is what was crazy. When we walked out the door, we was outside. His girl was with him, right? These are Jits. His girl with him, bro, and she G-checked the judge. She was like, nigga, fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like you talking to my man like he garbage. Like, you know what I'm saying? And listen, bro, like she pressed him, right? He went to stuttering and shit, like, no. But I was like, bro, I said, listen, bro, there's a difference between constructive criticism, bro, and insulting. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And what you did was kind of insulting.
Insulting, yeah.
I was like, but when I sat there, I pulled him to this. I was like, listen, bro, this is what it is. You got the sound, You got the vibe, but your confidence ain't there. And I can't believe what you spitting if you don't believe what you spitting. You know what I mean? When you can come on a stage and you can own the stage and you will look me dead in my eyes, bro, and I got no choice but to vibe with you, bro, because you feeling what you telling me, bro.
Right.
That's when you know you own the stage. You feel me? So for people like that, you know, we try to explain to them like, bro, we not trying to be critics in terms of saying like, yo, we not gonna talk to you like that. We're not gonna say like, oh, bro, you trash. Like, don't quit your day job. Nah, bro, we not gonna tell you like that. Like, look, bro, you have this sound. What is it that you're trying to do? This is what I'm trying to do. All right, well, you need to change it. You know, just do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? Because we listen to music, bro. Not saying that we're like the number one connoisseurs and historians of music, but we artists. This motherfucker won't tell you, but he rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Ingram Ave. Shout out to old Lou. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga rap. So there's a reason, bro, that we really like, we see this culture and we see this music and we really like, this our baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, this my baby. Why? Because, bro, if we don't let it, if we don't take care of it, we don't nurture this shit, bro, it's gonna fall apart. And right now, the stage of hip hop is in a stage right now where it's either gonna reinvent itself and come back on top. Because, bro, think about it. Musically, bro, hip hop has had a chokehold on the music industry for the last 40 years. Since the 80s, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute, yeah.
Since the 80s, rap and hip hop has, bro, it's the number one, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's in the stage right now where it's crumbling, right? There's no artist that's like got the game right now. Even Drake fell, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole fall, the whole Kendrick and all. Bro, the greats are in it. Hip hop is in a very unstable place right now. So yeah, we're gonna tell you what you need to do to make sure that this continues to grow.
Right.
Why? Because we want to see this shit grow. We don't want to see this
at the end of the day,
this art die. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So definitely come back. Once you got the project done, we gonna fuck with you always, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we'll never tell you trash. We're gonna tell you where you can get better and capitalize on, and your outcome is based on how you take it. You know what I'm saying?
Forward to it.
But I you know, from what we've heard from
you already tapped.
You good?
You already tapped.
Yeah, you good? You Gucci? Yeah,
I'm gonna keep working.
Gucci.
Hey, I appreciate it.
That's it, bro. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
And shit, you never know, man. We might end up in a. All of us might end up in a stool fucking with this old spontaneous.
All of us.
Yo, he like, hey, say what you looking like? I said, bro, I got a job, bro, where I gotta like punch in from like 8 to like 7 sometimes, bro. So you gotta catch me when I'm off the clock. You know what I'm saying? Like, my boy said,
shout out H.
Spontaneous.
H said, dope hat alert. Yes, sir.
No,
Shout out H.
Because all of us was talking about, we got work tomorrow. We weren't supposed to be out this late.
You know what's crazy? That night, bro. So that night. When we were at Benton, shout out to Benton Media.
Shout out Benton.
That night you was like, yo, how y'all feel about working on this track, right? And me and T.O. and Lou were like, yeah, dope, bro, we're down, we're with it. And I'm like, and I look at T.O. and I said, what's Preme doing right now? This is all I said. I was like, yo, what is he doing? Preme come back, he's like, yo, we gonna do it. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. Just let me know the date. And he says, right now. And I'm like, right now? He's like, right now, nigga. I already booked the stew for 2 hours. And I'm like, it's 11 o'clock. I gotta work at 6:30 in the morning. Yo, so I looked at this nigga, right? This nigga, and it's crazy because we talked about it afterwards. Lou was like, yo, Saint, I was waiting to see what you was gonna say. But if you would have said no, I would have been like, fuck no, nigga.
You are going. We are going. So, I was ready to risk it. You remember that shit?
Yo, so I looked at Lou and Lou said, what you think? And I said, man, hold on. And I GPS that shit, said, oh, that shit 18 minutes down the road. Let's go. And Lou said, fuck yeah, let's go, dog. So we took off.
But now thinking about it now, 18 minutes compared to all the way over here, I would definitely not have suggested that. No, I still would have.
I wasn't as bad as him because I live in Valrico.
Being responsible.
I was there.
Yeah, but you know, like you didn't have to be there.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but the support,
capture that moment, like he had to be there. You know what I mean?
It was crazy.
And sometimes it be like that. Like there's been times where, JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, like I would be leaving. This back when I used to be with Nightlife King. we'll leave the club and he'd just be like, man, I'm in the mood to record because he's hearing all this dope music. And it'd be like 4 a.m.
She
I
get your
hate
juices
those
flowing.
things. And you know what I'm saying? It's Jason Pierre-Paul. Like, what are you going to do? Not record with him? He wants you to record. So, you know, sometimes it happens like that and you never know
what can come out of it.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's why, like, she was like, damn, you know, like, but she's like, I heard y'all motherfuckers as soon as we finished the air, like, and Preem put the beat on and T.O. over there and I hit you up.
Like y'all was just messing around. And
We
then
was
I
messing
heard you
around,
go
and
like,
then
oh,
next
yeah,
thing
I
you
put
know, we're like,
2
it's on-
hours. I was like,
It's on the
tonight?
song.
Yeah,
Going right now?
once he did it in that little area, and because we had we had just had the instrumental playing, and he was like freestyling to it, and then in our you know, he had the hook, and I'm just like, yeah, bro, like, and I was like, and he was like, and you know, once I seen that tandem, I was like, okay, yeah, let's go,
Yeah.
Going.
because like someone else is gonna hear that and get that same notion as well too. So who are we to rob them from that? Because we're artists, and we're able to create that moment. So I don't want to rob them from that.
It was a great moment.
She-
Boy,
yeah,
at
that-
work,
yeah. Yeah, because
Blood
listen, they
pressure
were
look
talking
good
about that
enough.
shit every day. She was like, bro, she's like, hey, Saint, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I said, what? She was like, I enjoy music. I genuinely enjoy it. But I've never seen something go from play around to conception
serious.
to finished product.
That's how we used to do in the crib.
But it's
Ever.
like-
And I said, yeah, that's what we do. You clock in, bro. That's it. You hit that switch and
Had we had like another hour, we would have finished the record.
Oh, yeah.
Because the thing, once I heard how it went, I was like, okay, because I have like another version of it tucked away where it's
ready.
the hook, then he goes first, then I go after him.
Okay.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like the energy he brought goes with the hook coming right after that one. You know what I mean? And then I just kind of like changed the intro portion of it to kind of bring it in to the I hit you up, and then he comes there, so we keep the energy up. Then from there we can kind of like manipulate the beat for the tail end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was telling them, especially with now being, I call myself a baby co-host. Like this is the first podcast thing I do. I've definitely learned a lot, and ever since I've joined, this is the most time I've spent in anybody's studio. All the
Yeah.
studios that we've been into, like my parents are Caribbean, so we listen to a lot of soca and reggae and stuff like that. There's not many of those artists here, so I wouldn't experience the same experience I got with y'all. So that was like an eye-opening experience, seeing it from literally ground up. And I still talk about it. To anybody who asks me about it, I still talk about it because it was so, if I had to put it in a word, it was surreal.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
very surreal.
Yeah. I was telling people about it the next day at work. And I work with a bunch of old heads, and they were like, but I don't understand what you're talking about. I was like, no, but it was a motherfucking vibe.
Now that you told me what you told me, so I got to invite you to Juve because we did the last Caribbean festival.
I love Juve.
Yeah, they got a Juve in Orlando.
Okay.
And then we did the Reggae Caribbean Festival. We performed, so it was like a bunch of like Caribbean goats.
You're gonna see
I'm
her
down.
with face painted.
Not to change the subject, but the first Caribbean carnival that I went to was in Tampa.
Word.
Look at that. Look at that. Full circle. Full fucking circle.
So speaking of that song, dropping this summer, or what we doing?
We gotta
Like,
finish
what
it,
is
that's
it? Yeah,
all.
we
I
gotta
need
finish
it.
it.
When
Yeah,
I listen
redo
to
it.
it.
Do a couple different options.
Yeah, we just got to finish it, and I think
It's a summer bop, for sure.
the key thing is that we have the foundation down pat.
Yeah.
If we do have to like do anything more to, but we have to we know what we want from it, and
I like your idea. Sorry to cut you off, but I like the idea of what you said about switching it around.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sing First, kind of sets the tone
It
and the vibe, and then with your vibe comes in.
it's more. Yeah, like I would change the verse completely. I just kind of wouldn't.
Because you got a short verse on there. So,
Yeah, I was just basically putting a placeholder because I want to hear what y'all two were going to do between him and I thought T.O. was going to do more, so I was just going to just intro it in, and then when the drop comes, that's when the I hit you up. Then he goes.
Yeah.
Then depending on who goes after him, because we have to tell the story of why when I hit you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything has, for me, people love songs that like tell a story. Like one of my favorite Billie Eilish songs right now is called "Birds of a Feather," but when she's singing to it, she sounds like she's talking to you. So when we're doing the record, it's like we're saying dope quotable things, but it's just like we have to kind of like narrate to who we're talking to. You know what I'm saying? So if we're talking to her, him, or whatever, it has to be like a little bit more like and that just comes from just like just changing nouns to make it more possessive. It's little things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so when the person listening to it, they can
Yeah.
feel it.
They can
They can
internalize
relate.
it. Yeah,
Exactly.
they can internalize that shit.
internalize it, yeah. And that's
But
the key thing.
That's how I feel when my boyfriend calls me. Yeah.
So
he hit me up. Yeah, like
with the project that you sent us and that's coming out soon, should have been the intro. That song.
Oh yeah.
Why wasn't it the intro?
Well,
I know it probably will be by tomorrow.
That's a good
No. I'm gonna leave it
I
like
got
that. That's why I
7
named it that.
versions.
The reason why I named it should have been the intro because like it should have been the intro.
Yeah.
But
Period.
that wasn't the energy I was bringing. That energy
Yeah.
only came because of like all of the comments and stuff like that came from that post on QC Media, and then like a couple people DM me, some people send me voice messages, and I'm just like, how dare you niggas? You know what I'm saying?
He
Like
was popping it. He was
during
popping
COVID, during COVID, I was feeding family. Everything in that song is real.
Yeah.
Everything that in that song is real. I was feeding families during COVID. I was feeding the homeless during COVID. When the hurricane came, me and Carl Anthony was out there feeding families with greedy leaves. And I talked to someone that's like, oh, you was doing it for promotion. No, I wasn't. I never asked those niggas to pull the camera out.
Yeah.
If they did it, they did it on their own. I did it because, like, I can't stand to see my people, you know what I'm saying? Nothing against white people. I can't stand to see my people hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Period.
saying? And I know how it is to work hard in Tampa. Now, some of them is like, I know it's work hard in Tampa and not have to always get it from the streets. Sometimes when you get with street money, it is what it is. But at the same time, though, you get street money is putting somebody else down. You know what I'm saying? So I know what that is. And if I have a chance to not kind of do that, then cool. I don't knock people that do that at all. But if I have a chance because I escaped so much and I got business from God, then so be it. So, for them to say that, and not even presently be here is just like, nigga, how dare you? You're not even here. Like, you're working in fucking Texas driving a truck. Like, how dare you talk to me like that?
Yeah.
If it weren't for me, like, a lot of people would even put us on the platform. Like, I made a fucking beer twice. Did a Juneteenth event. I ain't seen none of y'all niggas there.
Yeah.
None of y'all niggas was at the Juneteenth event. Shouts to K-Roof, she was there. Shouts to Jit Red, they were there. But I did an event at a white brewery for something for our people, and y'all wasn't there. Y'all talk about y'all for Tampa. No, y'all not for Tampa. Y'all for Tampa when it's popping and it benefits y'all.
Yeah.
And they think that about me, and it's like, no, I can easily not say shit and then be on my way. But like I said, I was telling just saying on the sideline, that's the same thing with Doechii. Like, I was there with shows with Doechii. When Doechii had the video Yucky Bucky Fruitcake and Tom G was in the video, y'all niggas wasn't saying shit. Y'all niggas wasn't posting the shit at all. When she did her show at Afro Fest in Atlanta, y'all wasn't even sharing the shit. So stop the fronting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
facts.
Yeah,
So,
but when she
but
left
I get
Tampa
it though.
off the
It's like
tour
it's
list.
kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fear. They think that I'm going to like overtake what they got going on. And it's not that. I'm representing for something bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's why USF is working with me. Not working with me because I'm, I have a mask on. Nigga, I take this mask off, I get way more fucking plays. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an ugly nigga at all. but I say that to say what?
He begs to differ.
Shit.
He said, excuse me?
Boy, it's like when you play against like your little brother and you put the handicaps up in Street Fighter. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting the handicaps, but I'm putting the handicaps because like it doesn't matter what you look like, sound like, act like, look like, as long as you lead with positivity and you lead with a God sent mind state, you will get the fruits of the labor.
Absolutely.
That's the whole thing about Preme. It stands for poetry and rhythm elevates minds effectively. I'm not doing anything that nobody else under me wasn't doing. I was there doing shows when niggas didn't give me shows. I did my own shows and I wound up getting the venue. And I've done that a million times. You know what I'm saying? I made the Tampa team. A lot of niggas made Tampa shirts, but people resonate with mine because of what it represents. I put the multicolors in there to represent not only unity between us as culture people, but unity as people, black, white, gays, trans. It represents everything.
Yeah. So
nothing like I didn't have like a whispering mosquito that told me that. It's just the person that I am. So the thing is, it's like I feel like all of these things happen. And
I never heard that one.
it's a Salon term.
Yeah.
But like I did everything because that's what my heart told me to do. I'm here because of what my heart followed. I restarted my career got restarted mad times because of foolishness that I got myself into, from having to go to Mississippi, having to go back to New York, coming back here, getting a little bit up there. H will tell you, and then having to fall off because I got the DUI and had to spend a whole year reinventing myself with no car. So it's like these niggas don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I get upset by it, but it's just like, why am I getting upset with somebody with the first 6 pages is them in the strip club? You know what I'm saying? It's just like I can't even like respect you. Like if you sit in the strip club and you got kids, it's wild to me.
Facts.
So to me, to me, like, do what you got to do, get your money. But I understand it's like I've been blessed. I've made a lot of money in my lifetime, and I understand that money is the gateway to evil. Just like alcohol is the gateway to drugs. It's like you can get as much money as possible, but you'll never be as happy. And I used to think to myself like, money doesn't make happiness when you ain't make enough. Nah, nigga, it's like a certain vice where it's just like you can buy everything, but you can't buy peace of mind. I've learned that this year. I've learned that you can't pay for peace of mind. And J. Cole teaching us that, because like I thought J. Cole was not gonna make music ever again, and him coming back and hearing what he's doing, just like he found it. He found peace of mind. You know what I mean? Like he's washing his Lambo truck.
Yeah, he quieted out the noise. Noise.
Honestly, that's what it is being an artist. Like when you go back, you look at Da Vinci, when you look at Salvador Dali, when you look at all them, it's like as long as I'm able to do this all day, I'm happy.
Yeah, fuck everybody.
And well, I won't go that aggressive, but I mean,
disrespectful.
It's an old interview, and I watch this at least once a week with Miles Davis, and this guy's interviewing him. It's like, if you didn't have music, he said, if you didn't have all the fame, would you still make music? And he's like, yes, that's what I was supposed to do. Like I look at myself like an eagle. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't ask myself to fly. I don't be like, wings, move. It's just that's what I do, and I think creating. It's something that's super important, just not for us, but for the children in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Creating is what make people take. Do you remember Legos?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
Stepping on them bitches.
So
too.
do y'all remember Legos being Star Wars and fucking plants and bottles and stuff like that? No. But it's that way because of creativity.
Correct. Somebody took somebody to do it.
Yeah, it's just like as long as I've lived, I've seen rugs before in Queens and stuff like that. All the fancy like Arabian rugs. But I've never seen someone take my favorite anime character and turn into a rug. That's what we have to stand for, because if we don't stand on creativity, someone else is going to take the thing that we've been given from God and marginalize it and marketalize it. And then now we have AI. Now you have AI that could take her and, she's like on some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm telling you, like, it's like, I don't know if I'm coming from like the future here to warn everybody, but like, now I don't care.
You a futuristic ass dude.
I cared for a little bit, bro. Like that 1 week I called Vision, just like, and I call mad people, and I was like, this shit's bothering me. Like I want to turn up, but then it's just like, that's the mistake I made. It's like, every time I had a reset in my life, it's because I turned up doing something that my flesh wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and I was on the run. Then I went to Mississippi. Then I didn't finish school, and I went to New York. And from New York, I came to Tampa because I could have continued my career in New York. You know what I'm saying? We had a situation with Live Nation, but because Nova wasn't doing it, and like my flesh compelled to like what that was, and I came to Tampa and restarted. So now that I'm seeing all these restarts, I'm just like, yeah. I feel like when Neo got to the white dude in the Matrix or the TVs, and he's like, "This is the 6th time you've been here." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Nah, I get it now. I get it now. I don't need anything else except for my tribe."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think I've proven
Tribe
that.
makes everything.
Yeah, I feel like I've proven that, and I'm here to teach people that too, because like you can also link up with a brewery company and make your own beer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I remember when they told me no. I remind them that all the time when we have our meetings. They laugh about it, like, yeah, we just didn't know. But now what happened? Not only did my beer sell the most, I wasn't even greedy about it. I took the sales from that, right, and we donated it to my man, rest in peace, Knowledge's foundation. All those sales from Juneteenth, for me, like $3,800 off beer that night. You know how much beer that is? At $8 a pop. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we donated it. So big shouts to Coppertail for doing that as well,
Shout
too.
Shout out to Coppertail, man.
So like the thing is, it's like
it's a good product at the end of the day too.
Yeah, it's a great product. Yeah, JJ, yo, big shouts to him for collabing and creating the base and teaching me the game and stuff like that. So, it went from that to us having the anniversary. You know what I mean? And everyone's at the anniversary all packed and they enjoying it. Like GMF was the one that backed that, and GMF the same people that booked us for shows and stuff like. So I look at it like my purpose is bigger than like trying to like impress the niggas to the left and right of me.
Right.
I never did it for that fact anyway. You know what I'm saying? I only really did it when I started this shit, so my group chat could be like, yo, something to talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry to cut you off, but like diving into the comments and the media outlets that's out there, like it's hard to, the best thing is not to read it, but you also want to know what the culture is talking
Yeah,
about.
no, I mean, one of the dudes, I called him. I'm just like, nigga, what the fuck is this all about? He's like, my bad, you had to catch a stray. I had to catch a stray. Like, I'm the only one that's like, I'm not saying I'm the only one because K. Roof is definitely out there too.
Oh, she's
but like,
shout out to K. Roof,
but no one
fine,
can't
bro.
say that I'm not avidly pushing so that I can blend the two worlds together because now you have Water Street, you have Ybor, and you have 22nd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's like a difference, and you can't say that we're not trying to like combine them. So there's not a difference. So they can book more hip hop artists. They're afraid of hip hop artists because they don't want no smoking. They don't want no this. They don't want no one to get caught. How many people got shot in Ybor this year over bullshit?
Crazy.
But it's happened like that because we're not being honest in our music. We're like, yeah, trapping the block. 8 years ago, nigga, you're not trapping the block. You got 4 kids. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
Well, that's the thing I was talking about earlier. Like, you know, with Florida rap and shit, popular rap, really right now, it's a certain line that people are just going with. You know, like I call it the D-Lo effect, and there's probably guys that did it before, but I always refer to D-Lo. But everybody's just riding that wave of, you know, shit like that.
But I get why they're doing it because I used to be a super Nas fan until I heard the Blueprint. And I became a Jay-Z fan. But at 16, I didn't know what the fuck Jay-Z was talking about.
Yeah,
I did not know what he's talking, but it just sounded good.
Right.
It sound like the shit that I was watching in movies.
Sound.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you ask 16-year-old me, would I walk around with Jay-Z and do that shit? Fuck no.
Talking about a
You know what
fur
I'm saying?
coat,
I didn't have my
mink
first
coat.
firearm until I went into the military. You know what I'm saying? And like even today, like I wouldn't dare shoot a person because I'm fear of doing 25 to life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I got kids.
I got kids, bro.
kids.
I got
so
kids.
it's like you know, my main purpose is to like my company says, pushing dreams forward. I got to push. I can't fall into the nigga trap.
Yeah.
It's so easy for anyone to crash out.
Yeah.
The term crash out is the craziest thing. I would never
Crazy.
crash under no circumstances. I'm avoiding crashing.
Or a crash dummy.
Yeah,
You're a
crash dummy. That's what
dummy.
they call it, crash
Bro,
dummy.
people are like, yo, you a crash dummy. And I'm like,
We call him dummy.
so when you look at that, you're like, damn, you know what that means?
Yeah,
Crash
man.
dummy is a motherfucker that ain't got no head.
No sense.
No sense.
What they say?
What do you
missing
do?
all
Hey,
that
bro,
Google
screw.
it, bro.
Stupid ass
YouTube
right
it.
there, bro. You just gonna run into this ball. We
And
gonna
I
see.
be in the
those
conversations
people
like
who live at
when I'm there with like certain execs stuff like that, and they give me these deals, and he'd be like, yeah, you know, because X and Y and Z's like, and it hurts my heart because like, well, he's just talking about his life. He's doing dope. I mean, he's doing good. He's not doing dope, but you know, the thing is the perception and stuff like that. But then look at any artist, man. Like
Optics,
when
bro.
artists hit that pinnacle and they clean up for real. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they feel like they need to regroup and grab the bottom feeders, then they be like, all right, time to switch up.
Yeah.
But look at Hov, look at Nas. They're never, ever going to talk about that shit. You know how uncomfortable it is for
don't
Hov when he
feed into it,
yeah, you know how uncomfortable it is when Oprah be like, oh, you was an ex-drug dealer. And Hov is just like,
Who?
what?
Who?
Hey, my boy just smiled. He goes,
It's like
so back
no
to my
one
organization.
wants to deal with those like past demons, like because they're always going to bring you down. I don't know much about the Diddy situation, right? I know what I'm being fed, right? But it's very ironic that they're doing it now.
yeah, when they all were a part of it.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like God forbid they do some shit like that to Bad Bunny. We're gonna feel some kind of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's my monologue.
That's your TED talk.
I do want to ask you, you mentioned K. Ruth, man. By the way, super
big
dope.
shout out to K. Ruth.
Bro, shout out to her. That track she got with Rated R. To bring Rated R in that track, bro.
Facts.
I love when new rappers, young rappers, pay homage to those people.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like I hear a lot of Tampa Tony references and
Yeah,
a lot of new
and,
artists.
Tay Bay's going crazy too as well. And like I said, for anyone that's watching, I'm not knocking street rap, but all I'm saying though, like if you're doing street rap and you're not seeing, if you're doing street rap and you're not seeing results, it's because niggas know how you really living and they're not believing in it.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why Hov is Hov, because Hov talks expensive rap, he also lives that shit.
live
Same
it,
thing
yeah.
with Ross, you know what I mean? And that's the era we're in, bro.
And that's what we preach here. Like reality rap is the best rap.
It's
like,
the best.
It's the
That's why everyone's excited for J. Cole. Everyone's losing their fucking marbles for J. Cole right now.
Yeah.
And niggas is feeling some kind of way about Drake because it's like, yo, like you're supposed to be this like popping icon. You saying this, saying that, but you still like trying to find a girl. You know what I mean? So
So we mentioned K. Ruth. Like any up and coming artists. I don't know if that's a proper word, but
yeah,
on the way up artists you looking to forward
there's
to
a
work
lot.
with?
There's a lot.
There's
Like
a lot.
I would have to like make a list. But if you ask me on the spot today, I would say of course Vision, Benny Hunnit, K. Roof. I would say
K Roof, I fought with K Roof.
Yo, she's dope, bro. She's
I would say Extra. Extra has the Dope Made in Tampa challenge, which is dope because he did a spin on
I
like
need that beat, man. I've been asking everybody for that fucking beat.
so Extra. If you allow me to, I'll pass the beat on. Just let me know. Who else can I say? I mean, he's not small time, but I think everyone should tap into Gabriel Jacoby, JC the God, of course. I'll say Jay Brown.
If I can shout out one
Miguel
artist
Morales.
that I really like is Most Wanted.
Most Wanted.
Most Wanted, he out of Tampa, and he's
Put me on.
super raw, bro. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna sit here and say I've been on him, but I recently just tapped into his music. I believe it was shout out QC Media. Dropped
big shout out
something.
QC Media.
Yeah.
Shout out to
QC.
them, man. They out of here.
There's one kid that they played today. I think his name is Big Moxie, something like that. They played him on the station. My man, Flizzy and Joey Franchise told me about him.
Shout out Joey
and then
Franchise.
Sammy Hughes is coming with a big haymaker.
Yeah.
He got the shit with Tom G. And he got another one with Freddie Gibbs. And then you got Don. You got Don Mac. Don Mac got one with Tom G too. And Don Mac's dope.
Shout out
as
Don
well.
Mac. Yeah, he's
So
definitely.
There's a lot. Like to give you guys a list, it'd be tough. But I would say like if you guys want to know, if you're like someone who used to be on Napster or BearShare and look for new music, I would say like QC Media has a bunch of artists. You know, this podcast as well too does the same thing. Vince Serrano, he does a good job as well. And then Black Market TV. If I forget,
Shout out Black Market.
I apologize if I forget anybody. You know what I mean? But I think for new people, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't get offended if I didn't mention you guys.
Yeah,
People go
man.
crazy.
You know, there's that
Shout
one
out to the
artist.
chat. If you tapped in, make sure y'all share that. Make sure y'all hit us up on all
That
social
one
media.
artist, man. What's his name? Saint So Wavy.
Hey.
That nigga can't have a platform and not promote himself. Fuck
Things
doing
are
that
wavy.
shit.
And I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told Don Mac, and I don't know if this invoke Don Mac and Cash Moolah, but you got to put more shit out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, listen, I've been getting that
That's
a
what
lot.
he said. And
Man, listen, I ain't gonna lie. You know, I was at the producer's house the other night, and we had dropped some like old school boom bop heat, right? And I told my nigga, I was like, yo, you know what? I'm not gonna write this shit. Let's just do this verse for verse.
Yeah.
Right. So boom, we start dropping verse, take, cut, record, verse, record, verse, record, verse. Bro, I don't know if we did that shit so much. Bro, that shit crashed, bro. And we lost the fucking track. And I was like,
Damn.
no.
Well, this is why nothing against. I'm not knocking no engineer, but this is why.
Save, bro. We had to say that.
You know, big shots to Casey. Casey has a platform to where his AI can record, mix, and master for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me mention Black Ace as well too. That's another artist.
Oh, Black
and
Ace
Cameron, if you guys like dancehall. But like I said, I could
Yeah,
do
we
it
gonna
all
put it
day.
on
all
all
day.
day.
Name people, but like you know what I
We
mean.
gonna drop something.
It's best
We
if
gonna
we
drop
just do like a post. You know what I'm saying? Like boom, and then like I think what should happen is if you guys want Polk County to get involved in y'all music, right? Y'all need to send music to them. Point blank. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send your music. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't push your shit more than you can push yourself.
You hear that?
exactly.
All you Polk artists, listen, I've been trying to tell, I've been telling, and I know it's crazy because I should be telling myself. I know my lady probably watching live right now. She probably gonna text me. She gonna be like, nigga, you should be talking to yourself. Yeah, bro, straight up. But I tell everybody, bro, like, bro, just don't be afraid. You feel me? Just do it. You know what I'm saying?
The good thing about that is like the path that I'm going towards, because I was saying it before, the educational path, and USF is helping with it. We will provide you with a 90-day, 6-month plan, and as long as you're honest with us, like we'll hold your hand, but we won't really hold your hand. It'd be like an invisible rope, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, we ain't gonna force you.
It'd be like, hey, before you drop the song, did you do those things? And it'll be a shared doc, and if you don't do that, I'm gonna be like, you can't drop it.
Yeah, period.
You know what I mean? And it's like you have to have a acoustic version of it, a you telling the story version of it, a visualizer version of it, a lyric version of it. Because the thing is, like the more versions you make of the song, then you know for a fact this is something that you want to put your time and energy to.
Yeah.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
You can make 5 songs, only like one. It's okay to do that. That's what being creative is. I can make 1 million paintings, and then one will be the Mona Lisa. You know what I mean?
So you know what's crazy? And Vision could probably identify with this because, and the reason I say that is because now you starting to feed into his art, right? Your creativity. So you don't have people that like kind of like be like, yo, yeah, hell yeah. You know, you have people that say you got your homies, right? and you play your shit for your homies. And your homies like, yeah, that nigga, that's fire. In the back of your mind, you're like, this my nigga. That's what he's supposed to say, right?
Don't tap my shoulder saying
you
that
know,
shit,
you
I'ma
know.
tell you.
But this is the thing, though. You know, too, also that the niggas that you surround yourself aren't yes men, right?
Yeah.
And you know that they gonna tell you if it's not.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
straight up.
That's why when he said like, "Oh, I got this single with Vision
Just do it.
single
Yeah,
is
do
called
it.
Life Different.
Yeah, it's
Life
different.
nigga. You're tripping. You're
But
tripping.
it literally, like, you know, like talking to other people.
It's a great
you be like,
song.
Yeah, you start seeing.
I feel like I
you
have
gotta
a
get
great
that confidence
taste in good
behind you.
music. Yeah, it's a
You
great
as an
song.
artist, you got that confidence behind yourself, right? Us as artists, we're building that confidence, right?
No, but we played it.
Yeah.
Proof's in the concept. You play. You,
Yeah.
like you he gets spins in what's the spot called again? Show bar.
Yeah.
Chicas.
So,
I'm not
but
there.
that right there. but you see, when you see shit like that though, that and you hear like the feedback and shit, that's what like makes you like drives you to want to be like, hell yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm at that
But don't
point.
shy away from that.
Yeah, I think I'm at that point. Like, I shout out to Shaq D, man. I remember
Shaq D.
we did an interview with Shaq D one day, and he looked at me and he's like, and he was just talking on some random shit because Shaq is like, this is the thing when and I've noticed this around being like around certain creatives, right? Like, you one of them creatives. Y'all motherfuckers don't sit still. Y'all constantly like your brain going on 1,000, and while your brain is processing, you're spitting out these ideas constantly,
Yeah.
right? Do, and you don't even realize that your brain is literally like spitting out what you're thinking about in real time.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And Shaq goes, you know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. He goes, you know, like Saint won't drop no shit because he thinks he's 41 years old and niggas ain't dropping at 41, but he need to stop doing that shit.
Whoa.
And when he said that
Message.
shit, I looked at him and I'm like, damn, dog. It was a
Bro,
gut punch, right?
man, yo.
But you know what I realized? I'm like, damn, that's what it is, right? Because I'm like, man, I'm too old for that shit.
Nah,
I
bro.
got
Too
kids.
old. What? Too old to be a creative? That sounds crazy.
So now I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Because then I start thinking outside the box, right? And then like me linking up with Dino, shout out to Trap Builders.
Eh?
Trap builders.
You're
We sat down, we talk about life and we talk about kids and family and shit, right? And I'm like, damn, bro, like what's important to us at some point in time, there's bigger things that are more important
But
than money.
even that, right? Fuck the age. Do you have? So you have your phone, right?
Yeah, that's
In your
my
phone
life.
contacts, do you have 100 people in your phone?
Absolutely.
Do you have 1,000 people in your phone?
Absolutely.
You have 1,000.
Yeah.
If you sold your 1,000 for $10 a pop,
Yeah.
how much is that?
That's 10,000.
The fuck we talking about
10
here?
bands. Yeah.
And you got old heads like me.
But that's crazy
who's
because
wanting to hear that shit.
we start thinking about it. We was talking and I was like, man, you know what? Like, what's important for every father, right? Every man, legacy,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, damn, you know, our kids watch us grow up, but their perspective of pops is just this was dad. You know what I mean? Like dad had to make shit happen. Dad was
A great
worker.
example is
Dad
look at Corey Guns and Peter Guns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, that's why I'm trying to invoke everybody, bro. Age is just a number, bro. Look at Jelly Roll.
yeah.
And he had a crazy life. And
Two
Jelly Roll-
Chainz.
Two
Two Chainz
Chainz.
started at 42 years
Yeah,
old.
bro.
43.
It's like it doesn't that shit doesn't matter. It's like who you relate to. And you know, big shouts to my man Amari. You know, Amari came out. He did some time. He came out, and he's well past 40, and he's playing the violin. And he's still selling out fucking arenas. I mean, not arenas. Sorry, he's still selling out theaters.
Yeah.
And his ticket's not cheap. His ticket's $8 a
yeah.
ticket.
It's
So
just
yeah,
crazy
just
because
build
to
your
me,
unit,
it's-
bro. Like
you wanna do it
this
for your
whole
kids.
facade of like streaming and numbers, it doesn't equate to shit. I'm telling you, man. Like the thing is, like I always knew it, but when I got the Rock Nation, and I saw him, just like it's like yeah, you got numbers, but the thing is, it's like there's a lot of niggas that got numbers and they cancel tours. That industry artists, they cancel, and the one that cancel, okay, ain't nobody buying tickets.
Buying tickets, yeah.
The thing is, it's like I may like something, but I don't fuck with you. I just like it because I just
Right.
like it. I just
Yeah.
like shit. The whole thing is about sustainable continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So once I learned that, I'm just like,
Yeah,
nah,
just,
going
just
about-
do it. Yeah, just do
going
it.
about the wrong way. You know what I mean? It's just, it's like how like iTunes flag, Billboard flag, none of that shit matters.
None of it matters.
They don't give a fuck, bro.
I always
That's
said,
why I stopped it, and I didn't understand it when shouts to H when
Yeah,
his
shout out to H.
the door girl I think her name is Kelly. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. she's like I hate it when they call you Billboard
Khalees.
P.
Kelly.
I'm just like, man, I earned that shit, and she's just like, I hate it when they call you that. But now in retrospect, I was on a project with Vibes Cartel. I have my second billboard coming right now.
Look at
Another
Arlie
flex.
face. Arlie said,
Another flex.
"Wait,
Flex?
what?"
Wait, you know I had a billboard? No, but you
No,
know?
I didn't know you did.
I got
music
tracks with
and
like
vibes.
Tory.
No, well, I didn't do it with him.
Oh,
so
okay.
I got
Correct
invited
me,
to do
I'm
a
sorry.
compilation project
Don
with him.
Toliver.
But we spoke on a call. So he's like, "Yo, I want to keep you around more and then bring me down to Tampa." But he's taxing though. I'm not gonna say your number online. You're taxing. Take it down, Papa.
I don't know, man. I think that you know what I mean. We're at a phase in life where I think people are starting to realize that aging. You just got to follow what you were gifted to do.
Yeah, bro. Think about it. Like, regardless if you're 40 or 15, you have more advantage than a 15-year-old because you've known people longer.
Yeah.
Right.
Because when you have a wedding, everybody shows up.
Everybody shows up.
Everybody shows up.
Yeah.
Free lobster, free steak.
Everybody shows up for what? What's the reason, right? They show up for something that you
You did or you
love.
Yeah.
Right.
They show up for something that you love. You're not gonna show up for something for music. They know that you love it.
Yeah.
But for you to love it, consistency. That's why I'm doing that little shit with the mirror. You know what I'm saying? When it's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you know
mirror,
what?
mirror.
I'm gonna the mirror. So it's like every day I'm gonna do a mirror, and I'm really talking to myself. But it's
yeah.
like I'm hoping somebody would be like, yeah, because everyone asks me for advice every fucking day. My inbox is like, yo, and I just be like, this shit's easy. I wish I didn't have responsibilities. I'd be out the fuck here.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Because I have
You
responsibilities.
want to do? Yeah. Ooh, boy, you talk
Boy,
to
if
me.
I had responsibilities,
Tough,
I go to
boy.
Bank of America tomorrow. Let me get a $400K loan, and
Yeah.
I try everything.
Yo,
But
these-
because I have responsibilities, like I can't move like that.
So, in wrapping this whole thing up, the project that you sent us, when are we looking for that to come out?
I'm thinking so. On Wednesday, I have and I'm sorry, y'all. When
What's
y'all watch
Wednesday's
this,
date?
you're gonna see it. You're not invited. I'm
Next
sorry. So, depending on the feedback I get on Wednesday, will it be
21st,
when to drop
23rd,
it? So I'm
22nd?
thinking
First.
March.
March.
March. Now, if I get good feedback and I do a couple more mixes on it,
Wait, we're January.
In January.
When,
yeah, you got
Yeah,
to
that's
plan.
a while, bro.
Yeah, you got to plan.
You gonna sprinkle a little something on the way before that?
Nah,
Singles? No singles,
'cause
no nothing?
The thing is, we have the event on the 28th. So what I'm doing is I'm doing sustainable, consistent marketing. So I'll give you a single, and every 3 weeks you'll get a single. Every 3 weeks you get a single, right? So the first thing that you guys will get is going to be "Do You Remember?" And then I'm going to do two.
When he says you, he means y'all, not us.
Yeah, everybody.
We already got it.
So
Yeah,
everyone
thing.
gonna
We
get two.
got
So
the
so it's like
exclusive.
everyone likes
Tight.
Like Me or Not with me and Young Dread. I'm also
That's
gonna
a
give
fire-
you
that's a
Do You
fire
Remember?
track.
So I'm gonna put both of them out, and in 4 weeks,
Shout out to Young
another one's
Dread.
gonna come up.
My boy censored
And in 4
himself
weeks,
live.
another one's gonna come up. And then between that time frame in March, then you get the full project. But if I get a good feedback, because I have like a bunch of tastemakers coming on Wednesday. If they give me a good feedback and they like where it's going, then I'll do it. Because
Yeah.
I'm not aiming for like for passive listeners. I'm looking for active listeners. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've noticed from the last joint, I went from like, because I had a dip down when I did Some Hearts Are Meant to Be Broken. I had like a dip down from like 20,000 to like 10, and then went back up to 19. I was at 20. So I'm like, okay, why? Then look at the singles. I did Benz, I did this, I did that. I'm like, okay. So they want active music all the time, or they just want to get to know me better because of like the shift. So I'm just gonna just do a lot of world building because I have a lot of shit to say. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
And apart from the art that I create, stuff like that.
Turn the mic,
And
yeah.
sorry. Apart from the art that I make and things like that, I think I'm about to buy a 3D printer. So now that I've already done my book, I'm gonna have like my little Preme toy that you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna do a lot of world building.
With the mask?
This guy's out of here, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man.
yeah.
Yeah.
We need you to focus on your craft, man. We need the music, dog. All the other shit, man.
Fuck that. Stop putting them in the box, bro. Do it.
Yeah, nah.
bro.
Well, the thing is, I just wanted to be like a timestamp. in
Delegation, bro.
everyone's life.
Delegate.
Yeah. I just want to be a timestamp. That's all. You know what I mean? Like,
That's the word of the night, nigga.
the hardest thing for me right now is just like just getting the anime created for the story. You know what I mean? That's the hard. Like, I got a theater. I work with AMC to do it.
That shit hard.
Looking out with it, but like it's
shit
like
hard.
I want it to look like JJK, but my team wants it to look like One Piece. I'm just like,
Perhaps not.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big JJK fan.
JJK's what, Jujitsu Kaisen?
Yeah,
Hey.
Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah.
They just Google that.
Hey, I watched.
Shout out to the chat, man. If y'all in the chat, make sure y'all share that.
And I got inspired by watching Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi has like an anime version of his life story. So it's like
that shit was
I feel like I have a very interesting life story that somebody could like watch and be like, if he can do it, I can do it.
Damn,
I didn't have
what
all
was
those
it?
trials and tribulations. I didn't have like a
Galactica or
kid in
some
high
shit?
school and stuff like that. So I just want to make sure that I inspire artists
On
to
Netflix.
believe in themselves.
Yeah.
gas. I love
Oh,
that.
you haven't seen it?
I hell yeah, I love that
Intergalactic?
I've
shit.
seen it, yeah.
Intergalactic.
it's
Bro, that shit was gas. We had Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Gas,
It's
bro.
amazing.
That was amazing.
You know, the thing is, like, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to fulfill my dream of having a coloring book. And I'm going to have a book for people that work in a call center that just gives them motivation. So every page is going to be like,
Shout out to the call center workers out there.
no, yeah, we did that because I
Yeah.
was one of them. So it's going to
I
be
was
like,
too.
go hard, don't be a bitch, or like, yo, on your break, get off Instagram. It's going to say like different quotes that I tell myself when I was in that, before I was like contractor working for myself. I'm going to put all those gems in there, and then the other page would be like lyrics from like a song. So people, you know what I mean? And if things we've done prior to, we've done lookbooks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the coloring book is for people that suffer from anxiety. So it's like when you feel anxious, stuff like that, it'll be like a picture of Preme that you like on Instagram, and you could just color it in.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
well, listen,
that's
man.
very humbling.
To the people, you have to wait till March.
Picasso.
We got the album.
Picasso.
Now, if you want to bootleg it out, it's a small fee. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that off camera.
We're going to open in February. If you come to the event on the 28th, I feel like by then, just tap in with me on Instagram. Tap in with me on Instagram on Wednesday. I'll know what I'm going to do with it.
I got the album.
Because we have the Even app to where you can buy the record and get stock in it. We have we work with Nebula, so you can buy stock in it. So as it streams, you have perpetual income coming in, going through. And then we also have like our merch as well too. We fund a bunch of foundations between Moffitt, Cancer Research, Big Shot to Knowledge, Knowledge is Power. That's one of the 501s that I work with. So anything that you put your bread into, like we're looking to like help you guys invest and build and stuff like that. If you're an artist and you follow our movement, then we have our courses. Like I've created like a bunch of worksheets, and you could download the worksheet and it'll tell you exactly everything I've done to get to the point I've get in. And you might supersede me, and I hope you do.
That's what's
you know what I'm saying?
That's love.
Yeah. So did we miss anything? Anybody want to shout out? Anything you wanted the people to
drop out
know?
your
I mean,
socials,
shout out
everything.
to everybody that's following you guys and tapping in with you guys. It's super important. I love what you guys are doing.
Appreciate
If you guys are not doing anything this MLK weekend, I'm going to see how I could shift and move my schedule to go out there and try those Snoop burgers. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Oh,
This
got
if
to,
you
got
didn't
to.
catch it, MLK, Winter Haven, this Saturday, pull up on us. We got the homie Tom G pulling up on us.
From Tampa.
After that, he gonna perform at Culture on First, right here in Polk County, Winter Haven.
Yeah.
If you
y'all
don't know
better
that, you
put
want
that
more
in
information,
song.
just tap into our page or hit us up in the DM. We'll share all the info for you.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same too.
Appreciate that, man.
We
Listen,
appreciate you, bro.
shout out to Desi pulling up. You already
Word.
know.
Big shout out to
Biz.
Big too.
Dez already in there, man. You
Looking
know.
forward.
Yeah, we look forward to your future project, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the
Yeah,
Devontae.
she sung on one of the records, but I
Devontaes.
mean, I gotta get clearance from whoever holds clearance on top of that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shout out to all the
Right.
Tampa artists, man. If y'all want to tap into Polk County, we are your plug for that.
Bring
Yeah.
that ass here, boy.
bring
This,
that
that, and the
ass
other
here.
podcast. We go live every Thursday, 8:30.
Ish.
YouTube, Twitch. Yeah, it was supposed to be 8, so, we run
I'm about
on
to say,
that.
Yeah,
We
I
were
ran late.
30.
Yeah. You know how
8
you
o'clock.
artists be.
Y'all know I got my
my
nap
fault,
time.
gang.
So we
Okay.
we go live 8-ish, between 8 and 8:30-ish.
You live in a whole nother county.
So, tap in. Tampa artists, listen, man. We are that pod in Polk. Just to let you know.
Central
especially for
Florida.
artists.
Polk.
You know what I'm
No
saying?
box.
Yeah, no box.
No box. It's
I do
gone.
go by the name of Old Lou, a.k.a. Louis Leibowitz.
This is your boy Aunt Saint So Wavy Santiago.
And it's the Polk County Princess.
Just early.
Shout out to
That's
Dino. Shout out to Devontae on the ones and twos. Shout out to my brother Corey McGowan. Like I said, tap in this Saturday. Winter Haven MLK Parade. It
be
starts
live.
at 3. Well, the parade starts at 11. We got the whole set of Snoop Smash Burger 3-year anniversary block party. Shout out Push. IAmPreme.
I am
Yes,
Preme.
sir.
Thank you again for blessing us, man.
Always,
we did it
bro.
right this time.
Yeah. No glitches.
No glitches.
No glitches.
Shout out to Ben Studios, man. We out this thing.
Peace.
Bye.
The This, That,